Well, hello. What you guys doing? What you up to? Hey, Mal. This is about to be a terrible stream. Everyone prepare. Shit. Hey, Mercedes girl. That's Francisco. Oh my gosh. Have you guys been paying attention to this insanity today? Anybody else watching these crazy fuckers? Watching their misinformation flow per usual. We're going to start with Betty and then we'll get to our friend Ted. I wish Ted was out storm chasing today, though. Instead of riding along with Ted, I rode wrong with Reed Timmer and got stuck in a tornado. Got some anxiety. It would have been funner if it would have been Ted, if I'm being honest. Oh, his call-in show, Bog. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Bubblegum Truth, Rubber Ramada, Nana Banana, Amy Ohio, Amanda Dash. Hey, Cher. Hey, Aries. A little bit off. Hello. It was wild. In fact, did you guys see what Reed got into today? Oh, that was this morning stream. He's doing a call-in now. Hey, Skip. Oh, watching TV. Okay. We'll start here because this shit. Did you guys see this today? Now, I'm going to be honest. If this was Ted, this would have been a show. But it was Reed. And Reed's like prepared for this shit. And like, this is what they do. So whatever. But, oh yeah, you'll see what she's up to today. We'll start with this to get us going tonight. But let me roll my intro really quick. And then we're just going to have a little short after dark stream. Kyle's still at work. So he's grouting backsplashes tonight. So I'm hanging out. I'm exhausted. But we're just going to talk some shit for a little bit. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of this. If you get anxiety, be prepared to be feeling anxious for a minute. This was from earlier today. This is insane. This is Reed Timmer. And I was watching this in real time as this was happening. And I was like, okay, there goes my heart. It is crazy. So anybody in the path of these storms, be careful.
Yep, it is. This is what we can do on this road.
Okay, it's gonna be coming back at us. It's gonna turn north.
Look at that. Look at it.
Yeah.
Read it. You may want to let me get up to it.
I got it. Well, we're good. We're good.
Al, he's not even in here to appreciate your jokes yet.
Got it. We're gonna just get inside it.
Not like this.
You might want to raise that leg stand up.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll get us.
All right, good, because it is debris laden.
We're good. We're just gonna go right to it.
It does appear that it struck a
Yep,
building.
I can go south on it too. We're just gonna get on it.
It did
All
strike.
right, listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to it.
It did. Zoom in on that. Oh no, we got damage.
Yeah,
They're going to start yelling and screaming and stuff too. So, I mean, of course,
it's like a sheet metal.
adrenaline is going.
He's airborne. A lot of sheet metal.
Oh, just wait.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's insane.
Get in this though?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am.
that's what we're here for.
Go
That's
for
what
it.
we do.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
They're in the Dominator 3.
You got it right there, maybe.
It's still ripping.
We gotta go south soon.
What is that
Next road.
actually?
I can do it in 1.6.
Yeah, let's do
That's the
that.
best.
1.6.
Or
Big funnel cell, big wind. It's probably coming at us with those big southerlies.
It is.
There's big debris in it. Debris.
keep going. Keep going. Let's take a look at it when we get to this clearing. It's a short clearing, though.
I don't know.
Listen, we gotta listen to it. Hold on.
Yeah, it's right here. It's right here.
We gotta listen to it. If you can hear that roar, you're too close.
We
We're
pickle.
gonna get this. We can get it. Yep. We're gonna get it. Here comes the wind. It's coming down the trees. Debris.
All right, we gotta be.
We got debris. Big southerlies. It's coming. We're in debris. Flying sheet metal in
Look
front
at
of
the
us.
phone. Look at the phone. Look at the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yep, there it is. We're gonna get it. Try to get it here.
You have to go east.
We're gonna get it square. Look at that.
Are you sure?
East side. Maybe east.
I
can't
know.
tell.
Go east. Go
East?
go east. East.
Wait,
Big debris.
Yeah, it's going nuts.
we haven't seen anything yet.
Go
Guys,
east. Go east.
We're gonna have some trees with this.
Yep. Yeah, keep it on there.
We go back to your Jesse.
Slow up.
We got a clearing right here.
Yeah.
Got a clearing.
I started a second file because I didn't want
Okay,
to
yeah,
get
keep
messed up.
going. I'm gonna turn right here.
This might be, well, hold on. This might, oh, it's going
South
nuts.
option, right?
Yeah.
South option?
Yes. No.
Want me to take it? Yes.
Yeah, but you better hammer. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Right side, Matt!
You see it right there?
We're it out! Yep. Sorry.
Up there.
We're gonna get this!
They're driving right into it.
Go.
We're gonna get it!
Hammer.
Oh, no!
Hammer. Slow down.
I'm not gonna.
It's turning toward us!
Yep. Hear it?
Yep.
All right, here it comes.
Drop it down!
Are you sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more.
We're gonna drop it down, folks.
This is it.
Yeah, we're gonna be in it, Taylor.
Yep.
I would,
Here,
I
hit
would
me.
get down
Yep,
there.
got it. It's rolling. Here it comes. That's called being in the slot, people.
Dropping down!
Look at that. Right out their fucking window. Now, Reed has a PhD. Like, these guys are scientists. This is what they do. Do not do this at home, of course. Do not be a Ted, in other words.
Yep.
As equipped as these guys are, it's still extremely fucking dangerous.
We're taking big wind, guys! Got big problems!
That's how we do it. Roll that fucking window up.
That's how we freaking do it!
Grab it.
Good job, Taylor.
You got
The
it.
fucking window was down. That guy, the guy in the front, turns around and starts apologizing over and over again. Like, I'm really sorry I yelled at you. He's like, I saw sheet metal flying through the air, and all I kept thinking was it was going to go right into your face. He's like, he just kept apologizing for cussing at the kid in the back, the videographer.
I said I want a piece of sheet metal going in your face.
Okay. Thank you so much.
That's how we do that right there! That's how we do it!
You want to do it again?
Yes!
Got to turn around.
Lofted whole trees, guys! Whole trees getting lofted! We almost got lofted!
All those trees are going down. Look
Yep!
at
Big time tornado intercept!
that. Let's go.
Well, and the crazy thing is there's like 4 different angles of this because there were storm chasers behind them, filming them, not even realizing it. Brad Arnold, if you know who that is, was behind them, parked up on the road, filming as they drove into it. So they've got a rear view of somebody watching them drive right into it too, and how the vehicle like moves and stuff. They have full corn cobs stuck in the vehicle.
Get it.
Big tornado!
I just didn't want to get you get any metal in your
Look at
face.
that. Look at this. There's a corn cob right up here under or like behind Reed's head.
I was fine.
Let's go, let's go get it! Gotta get up! Hey, I can't go up! There we go! You gotta be kidding me, you guys.
Oh my God.
He He's gonna start adrenaline coughing, so that's what's going on. The adrenaline dump.
You gotta be kidding me with that.
Look at the debris!
Yeah.
Look at his window.
Read. Sorry.
Tornado, big time tornado, folks!
Yeah,
We squared that puppy.
that shit's crazy though. I had so much anxiety watching this. I was hooked. And I guess the woman behind him riding along with him today is a professor. She's a professor somewhere. And it was her first time ever out with them. And they drove right into a fucking tornado.
Here's some debris for you.
That was insane. Okay.
Okay, just go right here.
Yeah, Ryan was streaming him too and was like, what the hell is happening?
Get that rag. It may have flew into my ass. Yep. It's to the left of the road. You see it? See it? Yep.
And that's just the adrenaline dump. But what a fucking mess. Okay. To get to why we are here tonight is because of this one. But that's, yeah. I mean, we're not going to, oh God. Is that, I think I was just talking to Mal about that storm. There was a guy, Freddie, who was in a documentary of crazy weather events, and he went and rescued, he's a storm chaser. He went and rescued a family and took him to the hospital. Some young kid, long blonde hair. I think that was the Moore, Oklahoma one. I'm not sure, but yeah. Well, compared to Ted, like what Ted is like watching tornado hunt, I mean, thank God Ted didn't drive into a tornado.
Oh, it's nice to see you guys.
And I'm just going to tell you right now, I think Betty had been tossing it back tonight before she came live. And what she's about to say is bullshit. Breaking, someone has been detained in South Tucson, Arizona. Nancy
I
Guthrie.
hope everybody is doing well. We've got some breaking news. It's nice to see you, Danny. Hello.
So in other words, she's regurgitating misinformation from Nancy Grace.
I hope everybody is doing well. Give me just a second. Let me make sure I got everything set up on here.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. They're fucking terrible.
Okay, we got it for subscribers only. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. I just wanted to say hi to you. We're having some
Thank you,
breaking
Mr.
news
Butterfly.
coming in tonight. We're hearing there's been a lot of weird stuff going on in the last few days. And a lot of few people come on in. I'm Bullhorn.
That's Betty's audio too. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's Betty's audio that sounds like she's in a windstorm.
Betty, we're covering the case of Miss Nancy Guthrie. We have some new and breaking information being heard today from Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace dropped a big bombshell on the public tonight with her views and her channel, Guthrie DNA, goes to the FBI. She had some bombshell information that she was releasing this evening, very much about the case. And it sounds like, because
It's over.
this is
Amy.
what happened. Hi, guys. Come
We will not be, Amy, we will not be watching anymore. We're going to watch some TED streams that we haven't caught up on yet. But even TED tornado hunting, we're not going to get anywhere close to a storm. So that's all I have storm-wise going. But that made me, like, my heart was in my toes today.
on in. We've got a lot of information. So we had a few weird days over the last few days, right? So what did we learn? We learned that there was the first thing is watching Savannah Guthrie, because some things are happening on her show that are indicating to us.
Earlier she was, I think they probably passed by her area. I don't know if there's another line coming, but earlier they were in her area.
That something's going on behind the scenes. For example, Anne Hathaway, telltale sign. Then we learn after the whole debacle where she's there. 1 minute they go to break, and then Hoda's in her place the next minute for Anne Hathaway, of all people, very famous woman, Anne Hathaway, worth millions and millions of dollars. Definitely not something that you would just blow off, so to
Jim, do you really want to come on panel?
speak. And then we noticed she wasn't here today. So there was a lot of indicators telling us something.
Look, Jim, your ears were ringing earlier because we were talking all this shit on the phone about you.
Is brouhahaing, and then of course they released that there's this hair, and that the FBI now has critical DNA that they believe is critical DNA.
Hey, Lindsay.
And then of course I was just watching Nancy watched her at the very beginning. I was kind of contemplating on whether to even go live with this guy. I figured a lot of people would be talking about it right now, and I turn on YouTube unless I just didn't check well enough, and it didn't seem like a whole lot of people are talking about the bombshell information that was revealed this evening, such as there is a suspect right now detained in South Tucson.
No, there's not. Actually, here's a reporter. Michael Ruiz says Sheriff Nano's one-word reply when asked about new reports that another person of interest has been detained in the Nancy Guthrie case. Nope. Per usual, Betty running with misinformation.
And is that the reason why Miss Savannah Guthrie was not at work today? Is that the reason why the FBI is getting all this DNA to see if they can get it to fit with this person of interest that they've got detained in South Tucson?
He sounds so fucked up, and there is no person detained in regards to this.
So I didn't want to.
Yep. Per usual.
I didn't want to go too much, or do a live in the office. One, it was going to take forever to set it up. Once I decided
in a fucking robe,
nobody's really talking about this, we need to go ahead and break this. Obviously, people missed it, or the people that didn't.
We need to break this. Breaking misinformation per usual.
Miss it. Just weren't able to go live, so we decided to go ahead and pick this up.
Stay safe
with it, because I don't think people realize what was said just a little bit ago, less than an hour.
Yeah, they're running with shit, of course, per usual. But when asked, of course, Nano says no. And you know as well as I do that with the interest in this case, if they did have a suspect detained, it would be a huge situation.
Or a little over an hour ago on Nancy Grace's show, somebody in South Tucson right now is detained.
Agree.
Right now on suspicion of something.
Fighter.
So I wanted you guys to hear this for yourself, and then we'll further discuss.
Tucson and the Nancy Guthrie disappearance. Has a guy been detained overnight?
I can't stand Nancy Grace. She just runs with misinformation too.
For questioning south of Tucson and California, arrested the disappearance and death of a young teen girl.
Oh yeah, and then
Celeste.
Betty looks fucked up.
David.
D4V. I want to thank you.
Fuck yeah,
for
there
being
would
with
be.
us.
Hey, Rocky.
First to Tucson, straight out to crime stories. Investigative reporter Dave Mack reports in the late night hours that a person south of Tucson been detained for questioning. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the same general area where someone was detained before? Several weeks ago, nearly at the get-go, and everyone was so happy that maybe the case had been resolved, and then it turned out the person was released. In fact, in that case, the SWAT team rolled out for one of the first times since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and they were poised.
Can't even understand her, and watch Betty's face. Like Betty's face.
So nearby, a hostage negotiator, we were told, but it all fizzled out. What do you know?
Nancy, that is exactly what happened, and it appears that we're right back in that same general area.
Why does she fucking start to resemble JLR? By the way, did you guys check out my thumbnail? Did you look at the thumbnail? Did you look at it closely? You have to look at it closely, though, to appreciate the art on the wall. If you haven't, go check it out.
As we had been before, and now we're being led to the trough, the possible suspect. There's possible new information, but Pima County not jumping in, nobody providing us with a lot of information on this, Nancy, other than what we're putting together by saying, hey, they're in the same general area that we've already been once before. And remember, Nancy, you mentioned That
Look
was
at
a
her.
big undertaking that last time with the SWAT team, the negotiator. They had
She fucking looks like she's starting to resemble JLR. I don't know if it's the wonky eyes, the weird pointing, what it is.
the law enforcement had a plan that they were putting into action, and it ended up being nothing.
Can you imagine Betty and Ted? I mean, they're the perfect duo. That's Shibby, CM. Shibby is Ted's other half. Well, let me say that differently. Shibby is to Ted as windsocks are to JLR's arms. Stuck on him. I don't know how to phrase or encapsulate Shibby. Shibby is Ted's handler, eyes in the sky, does him no good. It's a mess. It's a fucking mess. Shibby's a whole lot. Hey, Vibe. Good to see you. I will tell him hello when he gets home from work. And thank you, Vibrator, for your continued support and being a member for 22 months. He will be happy to hear you say justice for Pluto.
We're 2 months down the road, and a lot more information has come in. We're getting some DNA evidence back, and now back in the same place. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next. Well,
That's why I'm like, did nobody watch? Did no content creators on YouTube watch Nancy Grace? Because
Listen, now I got to keep my fucking eye on you. Now I've got Ted eyes going on, trying to keep an eye on Mal's fucking comments because she's been clowning my ass when I'm not paying attention. And I got a Ted eye going on because I'm trying to keep one eye on the fucking comment section as I'm on a different screen. Ted, listen, my eyes are going to match yours by the end of this. She did. She squawked like a bird. She always squawks like a bird. Caca, caca.
watched her the minute.
Look at the fucking facial expressions. She is fucking that box wine.
and it ended up being nothing.
Watch this.
Now we're 2 months down the road, and a lot more information has come in. We're getting some DNA evidence back, and now back in the same place. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next. Well,
That's why I'm like, did nobody watch? Did no content creators on YouTube watch Nancy Grace? Because I watched her the minute it came on, and I'm like,
Of course you did, because you're a fucking tragedy vulture.
okay, we've got somebody. And then it just, everything started getting into place. Like, next thing you know, like we start going back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And we're like, wait a minute, Savannah left the show. And then we thought it was because the FBI got this DNA, because the next thing we know, we get a distraction about this DNA. And this DNA distraction was nothing really new. It's just that we just learned that there was a hair involved.
Definitely.
And then all of a sudden, is the person part of the Guthrie investigation? We don't know. Allegedly, this is affiliated with the Nancy Guthrie case. A person of interest has been detained, but other than that, nobody is saying
According to the sheriff, nope.
anything. So I'm going to go because it's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
And look, I get there's a lot of conflict around Sheriff Nanos, but he said no. And I agree with Rubber. There would have been a press conference.
Seconds, probably less than that. I'm going to back this up for all the people that might be just coming into the chat.
4 hours ago.
Appearance and
Fuck yeah, she is, Vibe. Fuck
Here
yeah,
it
she
is.
is.
tonight, D4VD David Anthony Burke, handcuffed, arrested, behind bars. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
So I'm going to have to rewind to that. Okay, so 34 seconds then. Okay. Sorry, because I'm going to have to do this again.
First to Tucson, straight out
Betty is struggling tonight.
to Crime Stories, investigative reporter Dave Mack reports in the late night hours that a person south of Tucson had been
when
detained
DC
for
fucked
questioning.
up.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the same general area where someone was detained before several weeks ago, nearly at the get-go, and everyone was so happy that maybe the case had been resolved, and then it turned out the person was released.
She's just as bad as Dr. Phil, in my opinion.
In fact, in that case, the SWAT team rolled out for one of the first times since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and they were poised also nearby. A hostage negotiator, we were told, but it all fizzled out. What do you know?
Nancy, that is exactly what happened, and it appears that we're right back in that same general area as we had been before, and now we're being led to the trough. You know, the possible suspect. There's possible new information, but Pima County not jumping in. Nobody providing us with a lot of information on this, Nancy, other than what we're putting together by saying, hey, they're in the same general area that we've already been once before. And remember, Nancy, you mentioned that was a big undertaking that last time with the SWAT team, a negotiator. They had the law enforcement had a plan that they were putting into action, and it ended up being nothing. Now we're 2 months down the road, and a lot more information has come in. We're getting some DNA evidence back, and now back in the same place. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next.
Well, the good thing this time, to Tammy Ballard joining us,
hi?
DNA crime scene consultant, crime scene investigator, reconstructionist, former DNA criminalist for the San Diego Police Department Crime Lab. Tammy, thank you for being with us tonight. Tammy, we also know that contrary to what Nano said at the get-go, in the last weeks, the FBI has confirmed.
Why is it that all of these fucking streamers were such god-awful fucking spectacles?
That they obtained DNA from inside Nancy Guthrie's home. Many,
that's the old lady,
including me, believe it was from her bedroom. We are also learning from sources that it is, in fact, a hair. Now, we could do a lot of finger pointing right now about why Nanos' team didn't find it, what a miracle it is that the FBI found it weeks later.
She's saying weeks later, but I'm hearing this was found at the beginning, that this is nothing new, that this was just transferred to them from the Florida lab. So I'm getting all kinds of mixed information about this, but I've been watching Nancy Grace for years, and she gets very, very little inaccurate on her show, whether we realize it or not. When you look back at the facts, she gets very little inaccurate.
Need I remind you of the blob photo that Nancy Grace went live with and had Spanky clutch those pearls? Justice for no one. Spanky had Spanky on to explain this blob photo that Chroma Reels, Minnie, Sally, and friends were all involved in creating. Nancy Grace had to pull the entire stream.
So I have to believe that this was found by FBI, a long time later. Don't know how, where. She believes it's in the bedroom. Yep. Many people have stated that bedroom and bed through rumors. Sometimes those rumors truly do pan out to be truthful, folks. But you just can't.
Oh, really? Some of those rumors that they create turn out to be truthful. Where?
Hold all the weight with them, because you just don't know. And we have to prepare our audience that it could be inaccurate, right? Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Again, this is breaking news information.
Obviously not breaking news. It's false information.
We're just learning that a suspect is detained in South Tucson.
Right.
We're learning that this is on the heels of just learning that we have a hair that's now with the FBI undergoing advanced.
Oh, should I pull that up and play it, Bog? Since she wants to say that? Because I can do that. I can pull it up and play it.
DNA.
I can actually show a video of the blob photo that they created that Nancy Grace had to pull down. It would be appropriate.
Testing. And we noticed that there were some behavioral changes with Savannah Guthrie at her work, leaving the studio yesterday and not being at work today. So these are kind of telltale signs that something is really going on. And we don't know who the detainee is, other than it's somebody from South Tucson. we did have somebody detained once before from South Tucson. Now, does it have any connection with who this person is?
No. Sheriff Nanos says nope.
I'm not making that leap.
I showed a reporter that reported the conversation when Nanos was asked.
I don't
One word response. Nope.
know who this is. All I know is this is breaking news information, and there is a suspect detained somewhere related to the Guthrie case, and it's being reported by Miss Nancy Grace this evening. This is the release of Nancy Grace. Again, I was expecting everybody and their mother to be jumping on this information this evening that, you know, I just assumed everybody heard it. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting for somebody to break it on social media, and nobody was going live with it. So we're going live to tell the world that there's somebody that's being detained right now. And this might explain all the patterns of behavior we've been seeing with Savannah Guthrie. So
now they're trying to be body language experts with Savannah Guthrie. Are you fucking joking? Okay, to pick up on what Bog said really quickly, this would be the part. This is the stream. Let me copy this in here really quick so you guys can have it if you would like. Since Chroma Reels wants to lie and say that I doxed her name, here you go. And then this is the stream that I just dropped where the blob photo that Nancy Grace used for an episode, had Spanky on, is explained. Who created the blob photo, who was a part of it. Chroma Reels, a.k.a. Minnie, a.k.a. Sally, was absolutely a factor in the fabricated photo that got taken to Nancy Grace. And then, like I said, the entire stream got taken down. Nancy Grace has been known for pushing misinformation.
Who's that? Do you know who that is?
I'm not far from Napa Valley. Is that where she's actually from?
I have no idea. Her name is just Napa Valley.
By the way, this S right here is Minnie, aka Sally, is Chroma Reels.
Says she's from there. Okay, I'm about an hour and a half from her then.
I live in Louisiana.
So are you both from the 90-day community too?
Oh God, no, I don't watch that shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss.
No, you're fine. I just didn't know if you guys, because there's Terry Lynn's part of the community, so I didn't know if that's how you guys like came into play or what. Did you? Were you guys just like part of her chat?
I didn't. I really didn't come into the YouTube chats until the case with Sebastian. I didn't get involved in any of this shit until Sebastian's case.
So how did you know Terry if you guys live separately in separate areas, but you've known her for years, but you weren't in the 90 days?
I'm not Gracie. This is Sally. I mean, Minnie.
I'm the one that's known Terry Lynn for 10 plus years.
Don't you love it? Haitlin, love and light. Hey, Sharns. Amy, Betty made threats yesterday. I think I did.
No, that's not BJ. No.
Isn't BJ on?
Yeah,
Did
you catch that? Did everybody catch that? Did we hear what she just said? So again, do you want to do this, Sally, aka Minnie, aka Chroma Reels? Because I'll also include, for anybody that's new here, Chroma Reels is an AI creator. She uses Chat GPT. It takes other people's content, does these weird analyses on it, and then that's what she does for content. She's fucking weird. She is a creator by the name of Terry Lynn's best friend. They all inserted themselves in another missing child's case out of Tennessee by the name of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Minnie, aka Chroma Reels, aka Sally, was a part of that blob photo creation to try to hem up parents of a missing child. But before her and Lady Freedom Bird fell out over the damn blob photo and getting credit for it and all that foul shit, she's also best friends with Terry Lynn. Terry Lynn was boots on the ground, basically doing the same exact fucking thing as JLR is doing in the Nancy Guthrie case. Terry Lynn used to go search parking lots for 12 plus hours and act like she was doing signs and shit. I think she did pass out some flyers. Other than that, that's it. But for anybody that doesn't know, there's a creator that is doing video after video on me because she hooked up with some other stupid bitches that I exposed as liars in 2022. So between these dumb, stupid bitches, they're trying to get my attention. I will never respond to AI videos. But Chroma Reels is pissed off because I brought people attention, or this to people's attention on a bigger scale, and pointed out that Chroma Reels has a habitual habit of being a liar.
A pandemic quickly spreading around the world.
And in my opinion, all over the YouTube street.
Individuals with a history of negative and violent home environments are often more susceptible to...
I'll explain this video as it goes. This is just a dramatic intro by Lady Freedom, who I don't fuck with either. Lady Freedom is green team extraordinaire, has created a shit show as one of Betty's buddies, has an RO on White Boy. She's a whole shit show too.
Contraction.
The crab mentality metaphor. Have you ever heard the story about crab?
The upcoming are actual voicemails that Chroma Reels, aka Minnie, aka Sally, left for Lady Freedom.
In a bucket. It's a lot like life, and it teaches us something important when we choose to learn the lesson.
Oh yeah.
This girl has been infected. She is now host to the virus and risks spreading it to anyone.
Trisha, it's Minnie. You need to take my name out your fucking mouth.
So if you see a channel popping up in your algorithm that's using my name quite often, this is the voice of that person. This is Chroma Reels, aka Minnie, aka Sally, who you just heard say her name on Queen Bee's public live stream.
Because I have been dealing with my dog that has had a stroke and has been having seizures, and I had to put him down yesterday. You fucking bitch!
And that, folks, was the first of 12 voicemails from Minnie.
Every post the host makes and every text she sends exposes the virus to multiple people instantly.
I can gladly send you the videos of my dog seizing and pissing himself if you would like that for proof, you fucking bitch. Would you also like all the blood work that I've had to do for the past couple of months?
Careful, you might need your spit shields upright for this. This is Chroma Reels. This is the true voice of Chroma Reels, not that AI fake bullshit that she uses, you know, in all the videos she's trying to tell people of who I am. Bitch, continue to rewrite my story. It's all up. People can see it. You, on the other hand, are hiding behind how many different names? How many different fucking games? Do you really want to play this game? We can do it all day long. I just have to tell the truth about you and show who you really are.
You have been the furthest thing from my fucking mind. Go fuck yourself.
Yep, here's another message from Minnie.
It is highly contagious and no one is immune.
He sent these to Lady Freedom Raw Narrative because they fell out over this blob manufactured image trying to claim that that was parents of a missing child carrying their child out. And they tried to do heat signatures and all this shit and created a fucking bullshit photo.
Trisha, you need to talk to me. You better take my fucking name off your goddamn page. My fucking dog just fucking died, you fucking bitch.
And this is number 3, and she keeps on going.
But some individuals may suffer more greatly from its side effects.
I'll just keep calling until you edit that damn post.
the virus has chosen its victim.
You're really fixing to see somebody get psychotic.
Well, I think we've been listening to that already. This is number 4. Be careful who you believe in out here. These people are shady motherfuckers.
I don't know why you think that you're so fucking important for me to have on my mind all the fucking time, Miss Thang. But I had a dog that was 14 years old that I have been dealing with that just had a stroke and then started having seizures. Okay, I can send you the video if you'd like to see it. Star has it if you'd like to see it.
She actually did send the video of her ill dog to multiple people because of a bunch of bullshit she was trying to pass off that she had nothing to do with it.
Take my name off your damn page.
I won't be intimidated.
And for somebody who's lost an animal recently, actually 2 of them in 2 years, I take offense to this because I didn't act like a psychopath and leave crazy people or crazy messages on people's voicemail because my dog was sick. Actually, I cried for days on end.
Or bullied by you, Minnie.
Didn't scream at people.
Carriers of the virus can be the least suspected of people and may even be unaware of their own infection.
There was Terry Lynn.
You know, when all this shit first started, I said, don't fuck with me.
Which part?
I left you the fuck alone.
Which part, CM?
I think you best leave me the fuck alone. See, you fucked up.
There was the screenshot of Chroma Reels Mini sending White Boy Lockdown $10 as Lady Freedom was trying to get an RO on White Boy.
You wasn't on my radar.
Oh, it's not.
But now you
I don't know.
are. You need to take my fucking name off your goddamn page.
No one, not even this girl's parents and teachers, are aware that she is carrying such a deadly disease.
The blonde that you see on your screen is not Chroma Reels, aka Minnie. That is Terry Lynn, who, like I said, Terry Lynn searched parking lots and drove around, claimed her tires were slashed and people were following her and a bunch of shit happened to her. And At Night absolutely has used Terry Lynn's antics to their benefit too and called code reds and all this shit. But she was going to sign paperwork for At Night Media for these legal proceedings or basically anything because she was so excited to get close to Dog the Bounty Hunter. These people are fucking scandalous.
Since you seem to know so much about my life, I thought I would correct you on a few things. Okay, since February, I have been dealing with stage 4 liver cirrhosis, and they don't know why. So I'm having to have test after test after test after test. If you'd like to see my blood work, you totally can because my numbers are really bad. And on top of all that, my dog had a stroke and then he started having seizures. And then night before last, he had a seizure and lost function of his legs.
And for anybody that is new here and has watched some of my Julie coverage lately, Julie Skolnick, who also came in fabricating information and misinforming people on Sebastian's case, was Green Team affiliated, another person. If you've seen me do any of that and talk about the lawsuit that Julie has going on or the legal proceedings, it's not a lawsuit, let me be clear. She had Chroma Reels, this lady that you're hearing the voice of, collect videos for her, clean, clear copies of videos for her legal shenanigans against Brittany and Craig. And come to find out, Chroma Reels was emailing the creator, Brittany J, constantly. Like the push-pull dynamic. Half the time giving her advice and saying she cared about her. Then the other time fucking screaming at her and doing other shit while she was restreaming her in real time every fucking night on another app. Crazy, huh?
To put him down yesterday morning. And then I come home and see you post some bullshit with my fucking name in it. You know I can get you for slander. See you later, bitch.
Strains of this illness can be transferred by phone, email, and social media. Through wireless and satellite transmission, it can reach you at home, at school, or anywhere.
I do have to thank you though, because this has totally taken my mind off of grieving my dog to have fun calling you with a private number that you can't fucking block.
The effects of the virus can take hours or days before getting out of control and causing serious damage to its victims. The virus feeds on those who are vulnerable to feeling emotions of hate.
I can be a relentless bitch. You know that, right? You fuck with me on the wrong fucking day. Be a good person. Take my fucking name off the shit. I ain't fucked with you, but your cronies have fucked with me. So chill the fucking shit. I've had a fucking enough.
Anger, envy.
I love how people like this, though, that are always doing this, are the ones to say, I can get you for slander.
Insecurity, and peer pressure.
You think I'm psychotic? You ain't seen psychotic yet. Take the fucking post and edit it. I'm waiting. I keep refreshing your page and you ain't edited it yet. I think you best do it.
Your threats do not negate my free speech.
The effects have proven severe and could cause emotional.
This is the person who was providing videos for Julie Skolnick to try and get an RO on Craig and take out private citizens' complaints on Brittany. Do I think they're reckless? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do they deserve to be held accountable for what they have done? Absolutely. To the people they've done them to, the things to. But this woman was leaving these voicemails for somebody, and she's going to help somebody else with legal proceedings and threaten somebody with slander? Yikes. You want to say that I put your name out here? You want to continue to do this? Chroma Reels? You want to lie? Because all I have to do is show the truth about you every fucking time. The blob photo is one of the most disgusting things. One of many, unfortunately, but way up there in Sebastian's case.
The YouTube chats until the case with Sebastian. I didn't get involved in any of this yet until Sebastian's case.
So how did you know Terry if you guys live separately in separate areas, but you've known her for years, but you weren't in the 90 days?
I'm not Gracie. This is Sally. Minnie.
I'm the one that's known Terry Lynn for 10 plus years.
And look, for anybody that needs to know why I can't stand Terry Lynn, there's a multitude of things, but one of them happens to be that she was very proudly, her and Julia Valente, the dog handler who inserted herself in Sebastian's case, were very proudly passing my docs and other people's doxes around in July of 2024 because we were calling out their fuck shit.
No, that's not BJ. No.
Did you hear that again?
Sebastian's case.
So how did you know Terry if you guys live separately in separate areas, but you've known her for years?
This is Chroma.
But you weren't in the 90 days.
I'm not Gracie. This is Sally. Minnie.
Sally, Minnie, Chroma Reels, who is the lady that's leaving these voice messages.
Emotional scarring, creating long-term symptoms of depression and in some cases, suicide.
How come you being a chicken shit and hiding behind your fucking phone? Huh? Talk to me. I got a lot to say.
No, thank you. I have you blocked for a reason.
But there is a way to fight against it.
what it really comes down to is growing the fuck up and acting your age. So grow the fuck up and act your age. Y'all do realize this is a PSA for children, right? So stop the bullshit and grow the fuck up. Stop pretending that you're not a part of it and that you're not about it when you're the whole reason for it.
Fight the virus. You can put a stop to it.
Imagine a bucket of crabs. One crab tries to climb out, but the other crab...
That's not Terry Lynn, Sheila. This is Crama Reels, a.k.a. Minnie, a.k.a. Sally, who is claiming that I doxed her name when she doxed her name, if it is even Sally, on her own goddamn, or on Queen's live stream, out of her own damn mouth. Here, boys. Here, sit. There you go. Okay, you're done. Sorry, they were getting treats.
Pull it back down. This is a true phenomenon. They don't want to be left alone. They do not want their friends to leave them. So they all stay stuck in the same bucket. This happens in our lives too. Sometimes people around us get nervous when we try to do something new or brave. And
The voices that you hear in this are Minnie, aka Crama Reels, and that of Lady Freedom Raw Narrative, and then some AI voices.
can hold us back. And we let them as we do not want to upset them, especially if they're family or close friends.
Well, listen, Bog, there's multiple people that can admit that she emailed them under her other name. She emailed people under that name and then tried to lie to people, creators, that she was hacked or being set up. She tried that whole fucking route.
We like what we know. It is our normal, even if it's not the best for us. But we know we have more to give, and we want more in life. It's like staying at a job we don't like because it feels safe. But what if something amazing is waiting for us outside that bucket? What if we upturned that bucket and we changed to be happier? We have to be brave and take that first step, or the bucket may become our tomb. Sometimes the people we love most hold us back without realizing it. They might say, don't take risks, or that will never work.
Okay, that's good enough to prove my point. But so to wrap this round, full picture, Bog informed me tonight that Croma Reels is saying that I put this bitch's name out here.
Sebastian's case.
So how did you know Terry if you guys live separately in separate areas, but you've known her for years, but you weren't in the 90 days?
I'm not Gracie. This is Sally. I mean, Minnie.
And I say again that not only did she say it publicly on a panel, but then she went on to email people from that account. And that was put out here too. Long time ago, people showed the connection to the different emails by her, proved it was her. But this is the video here of the blob photo. The blob photo that was eventually taken on Justin. Well, Justin took it on Nancy Grace. And Nancy Grace, because how she likes to misinform, as Betty's sitting here once again using misinformation from Nancy Grace to push off breaking fucking news. The blob photo episode of Nancy Grace had to be completely pulled. But that whole group of characters was behind creating it and getting it on the platform of Nancy Grace. And then they all really wanted acknowledgement for their part in the blob photo. Can you imagine that? Creating or trying to create evidence in a missing child's case and then wanting credit for it on Nancy Grace, like taking it to that extent. I can't imagine. But just like Betty, there's people that worship Nancy Grace and will do crazy things for a little bit of attention.
Found it. Now,
Hold on, let's go
we
back.
understand it's a hit. What a miracle it is that the FBI found it weeks later. Reality, they found it. Now, we understand it's a hair. If that's true, Tammy Ballard.
Right, Leo? It's crazy to me that they even try that shit. Like, don't try this shit. All I have to do is go pull this shit up. Like, don't try the stupid shit at this point. It's fucking dumb. And the half the people that are giving her a story to tell, Cromwell Reels has no fucking clue what she's talking about from 2022. Not a clue. I know exactly who's feeding her information about it. And it's hysterical to me because if I start pulling clips, you guys will get new characters that will just embarrass themselves. But there's no need to even talk about some of these people. I just like to watch them fucking scramble.
What does that mean? And I also know this, Tammy, that the FBI is testing it at
Hey,
their
Olaf.
labs. It has not been sent to the
I
teacher's pet
agree.
lab
Hey,
that
Carl.
DNS has
Thank you.
had a contract with.
It
Thank
actually
you.
is the greatest time for there to be hair recovered from a scene because the technology right now is on.
I mean, that's a fucking bold move. That's what I'm saying is the lengths people will go to in these cases to get attention and the fucking fabrications that they do. Yeah, they fabricated false evidence and tried to pass it off to the public, and the people involved concern me. Same. It is a very concerning situation. There is an actual child missing. This isn't a fucking game. Like, there is a child missing, and these people do this stuff. I cannot get in this mentality of these people. I don't know what it is. I just cannot understand how people can do this shit. There are actual human beings affected by this shit. And they're out here just fucking making up whatever story and running with it.
Point. In the old days, you had to have that
Here it
hair,
is.
which is also very hard to find. So you have to give the crime scene people some.
Oh my God. Elizabeth, are you in here? Did I see you pop in? I'm going to ban you from my email, just so you know. I might have to ban Elizabeth if she's in here. This is courtesy of Elizabeth. I think this is the right one.
Up a little. Oh no, did it change it? Oh man, this is
I about fucking, oh God. I about fell out. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Is this from you?
Oh man, this is bad boy. You make me. Okay, here we go.
Ted Nato just saying, bad boy. You make me feel so good. That song. That's what Ted just sang. Fuck yeah, you did. Listen, we will have a whole new TED section of clips because I've got quite a few right now. Keep them coming. And I'm loving that you guys are loving the TED lore because there is lore here. Ted's a fucking wreck. I love
Oh
it.
man, this is bad boy. You make me.
Oh, thanks, Marcy.
Okay, here we go.
That's so great. Between that, the fucking whimper, the professional, that shit's gold. Like, fucking Ted. Fuck. Did you guys see? If you didn't see my thumbnail, I'm proud of this one. You thought that was Kyle in the background, locked and loaded? No, that's Ted. He was tornado hunting singing that song too. We'll get there in a minute. Let's continue to watch Betty look all over the place. Betty looks wrecked.
Credit because it is.
So 4 o'clock, that would have been like 4 hours ago. That'd have been like 7 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock Florida time, right?
That's a difficult evidentiary
Right.
piece right there. But once it's located, now is one of the best times in the forensics world because you used to have that really great hair root for DNA, and now you have these laboratories across the country that are able to extract a DNA profile from a hair that is not even having that material. So what we call rootless hairs.
Joining us is Tammy Ballard, and she is referring
So, if you are just coming in, we are learning this evening that there appears to be somebody detained in South Tucson. We don't know who.
Sheriff Nanos, answer to this. Nope.
This is being broke by Nancy Grace. I figured somebody else would be running wild with this story because this is the
Oh
first.
my God, it's great, Fit and Curvy. I look forward to Ted tornado hunting again.
Significant movement we've
Yeah,
had
always.
in the Nancy Guthrie case since its onset.
Sure.
And so, excuse me, guys, sorry about that. And so we're going through this, and now they're talking about the hair. And I'm starting to kind of, in my mind, kind of putting some of these pieces together. And, you know, we were talking about.
Oh God, not her mind. At least she's not using ChatGPT for a fucking profile like she did on Chris and Katie Proudfoot. Betty is currently, this Bullhorn Betty currently has 4 active restraining orders on her. For anybody that's new, she is JLR's ex-girlfriend, one of the legs of his downline, and she has 4 restraining orders from the parents of a missing child and the grandparents because she went from Florida to Tennessee with her fucking investigative skills and harassed the family and did a whole bunch of shit. She has blatantly said on social media that they murdered their son. She's also called the missing child defective. She's horrific. She is truly one of the most disgusting, vile creatures. But she is really being talked about in the Nancy Guthrie community currently because everybody's running around saying, Bullhorn Betty broke this. Yeah, I did. Body, from what I'm hearing, he's claiming something like they pounded or kicked on his door. And White Boy's like, that did not happen.
How I heard CeCe Moore was contacted by the FBI. What if they, because, you know, when she got Ryan Koberger, she managed to solve that in hours of getting his profile. What if, I'm just, you know, this is just playing devil's advocate. I don't know one way or another. We're hearing a whole bunch of mixed information. They may not even go together. I feel like they're going together, though, because the first telltale sign was the fact that Savannah abruptly left the Today Show in the middle on air.
I think she's in a fucking robe, if I'm being honest. I think this must be a robe over her t-shirt.
And that was the first indicator something happened, and everybody was speculating about that. And then you saw that the Midwest pundit put out there was going to be some breaking news, but there wasn't really breaking news until the next day. And then it was the FBI has this air, and so that kind of explained a little bit. But then we found out today she didn't even show up for work, and so
listen, Vibe, I'm here for Ted tornado hunting. I really am. It's a good fucking comedic break. I can laugh at that shit for fucking days. Now, I hope he doesn't get hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Those fucking things freak me out. But I think he's in so much trouble that he got put in timeout. I don't think he's going to be tornado hunting. Plus, he might have lost the company vehicle. I don't know.
It causes you to speculate a little bit more that something is going on, but what? And then they dive a little more into the DNA. And I think the whole thing about them getting the DNA was a distraction because they knew that whatever was about to happen with Savannah was going to be very noticeable. You know, I'm like kind of.
She hasn't been sued. In fact, she is a co-plaintiff in the RICO and racketeering injunction. She's one of 10 alongside the father of the missing child, his spokesperson at Night Media, Nick the Hat, Hong Z, Julia Valente, Dog the Bounty Hunter, Chasing Crime. I think that's all of them. That group that are going after Betty as a plaintiff against 2 social media creators, one from TikTok, one from YouTube, Grainy and Barbecue. And yeah, but no, they haven't done anything besides the ROs on her.
Feeling like all of this out. And I believe that's the factors because we started noticing something happening.
And for anybody new here, there's a lot of videos on my page about Betty and kind of the history of how she got the ROs, what she did. She jumped out in the middle of traffic to verbally accost the step parent of a missing child. Fucking stoplight. And she jumps out of her vehicle behind him and starts screaming at him, "You're following me." I mean, it's a whole shit show. Absolute fucking shit show. There was another point to that, though.
Yesterday with Savannah, with Anne Hathaway. And then, of course, you know, we didn't know about it until people started talking about it. Then we find out today, you know, well, No, it was Wednesday she left, and it was Thursday that we found out about
Sorry, it's an after dark stream, and my thoughts are already going 500 miles an hour.
the FBI getting critical DNA, and then today we found out she didn't even come to work. So it was starting to tell us some telltale signs that something is going on behind the scenes. And then, of course, we just got broke right now on Nancy Grace. Again, I'm going to play this one more time, and then I'm going to let this be. I'm going to let. I just wanted to brief the news. I did not plan on. Being here too awfully long. I just wanted to get the information out because I didn't see anybody talking about it. I didn't see anybody talking about it. So I wanted to get this on.
This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you. Straight out
I was making a point, and it just completely flew out of my head.
Crime Stories investigative reporter Dave.
Late night hours last night
had been detained for questioning. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the same general area where someone was detained before several weeks ago near?
Oh, the video we played the other day too of Betty running down the fucking street after her best friend. She was over at her best friend's house visiting, and some people drove in the neighborhood. She took down the fucking original video and made an edited version of it that is really different than how that situation took place. But Betty is a fucking menace to society. Straight up fucking menace. And she's been threatening the neighbors like Sue Ellen and anybody in the HOA around the Guthrie house that if they don't stop their shit and allow the YouTubers to be out there, that she's going to find an attorney and she's going to go out there and make their lives living hell. She's been threatening the neighbors in the Guthrie case too.
At the get-go, and everyone was so happy that maybe the case had been resolved, and then it turned out the person was released. In that case, the SWAT team rolled out for one of the first times since Nancy Guthrie went missing, and they were poised. Also nearby, a hostage negotiator, we were told.
Olap, did you clip that? I bet you did. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have to go catch up. You're finding some fucking gold mine. You're doing amazing.
But it all fizzled out.
That shit cracks me up.
You know.
Nancy, that is exactly what happened, and it appears that we're right back in that same general area as we had been before, and now we're being led to the trough. You know, the possible suspect, there's possible new information, but Pima County not jumping in, nobody providing us with a lot of information on this, Nancy, other than what we're putting together by saying, hey, you're in the same general area that we've already been once before. And remember, Nancy, you mentioned that was a big...
Or the one of Katie with blood splatter all around her and Chris in a diaper. Like, look, I don't use their images, use their faces. You don't need to do all that.
Undertaking that last time with the SWAT team, a negotiator. They had
it said South Tucson, that's all I know.
That they were putting into action, and it ended up being nothing. Now we're 2 months down the road, and a lot more information has come in. We're getting some DNA evidence back, and now back in the same place. So
I need a drink.
See what happens next.
Sorry, guys.
Well, the good thing this time, Tatiana Miller joining us.
If she books the flight to come out here, her law enforcement, I'm sure, will be well aware of who Betty is and what her intent and purpose is coming here.
DNA crime scene consultant, crime scene investigator.
Hey, Kathy.
So as you guys are hearing, there in the late night hours, there was somebody detained, and they're detained from South Tucson. I don't know anything about Tucson, guys, so I apologize.
Again, that's a nope as of right now.
Apologize for my ignorance. I didn't look. They didn't say. Is it from Rio Rico? I don't know. But there is a person that was detained from Rio Rico, and it was Carlos.
Is it Ted?
And now they're in South Tucson. Now, if that's South Tucson, then yeah, they could be, you know, has anybody put eyes on Carlos in a while? He's one of the people none of us really thought how they detained this person. I have no idea. Real.
Love how the internet's keeping people under surveillance now.
I'm just reporting what I've heard, what I've learned. This is going to be breaking. It's going to be breaking the rest of this evening. It's going to be breaking into the morning. I hope we get some new information. I'm hoping that we can find out who this person is that was observed on this woman's security.
You guys, the boys are being so good right now. Look, they have a mess. So just mind your business. They got stuffy stuff, but there's Hank, there's Coop. They're just laying here by me. There's Hank. Oh, hold on. Let me make... They're just, look at him frog dogging his stuffy on the rug. Look at Hank right by my chair. Big baby. Big baby. He's such a brat.
Camera. I would like to hopefully learn that they are on the solid track of finding Nancy Guthrie and bringing her home to her family. This does sound like something very, very, very interesting, enough to bring
And somebody moved and they're up. That lasted 5 seconds.
Savannah home, or at least have her off air until they get to the bottom of it, because I'm sure she was going to have to be contacted throughout the day. But I believe, they tried to act like this, her not being there.
Wait, what? Julie wrote me a song. I feel like I'm getting love letters these days from the crazy crew. It's fucking funny as shit to me. It's so comical. Like, Julie doesn't understand how this works at all. She really has not figured it out. Which one is it? Oh, shit. Is it a short? Uh-oh. Which one is it? Oh, fuck. Am I going to have to look? Her last
Simon Shop. I have had the best luck at this place. This woman does not buy stuff that's worn out. I'm hoping they have like a cute little jeans jacket. I like in the summertime, we go out.
This one?
Out and it's really hot outside, but then you go in a restaurant and it's freezing cold and you need something to wear. Jeans jackets in general just look good over a lot of outfits. Already, I have a bunch of jeans jackets to try on. This one I'm going to try on first. I think it might be too small, but I saw that it's Benetton. Okay. If you were an 80s girl like me, you know Benetton. Okay.
Oh, it's probably members only. It's probably members only. Because I was like,
going like this, right? Like this. They would put their leg up.
First of all, Hartley and Nonsense.
Oh, is this it?
Trying to drag me for being funny in my own live stream, pretending to be a solid gold dancer is hilarious in itself. 2, if you were born in the United States in the 1970s or earlier, which, by the way, comprises a fairly sizable...
Oh my God, it's not that big of a deal. She's really triggered by this, but trying to act like she's not triggered by this. Just tell us you're triggered by this.
Segment of your audience.
Look, most of us have appreciated the solid gold dancing. I don't know why you're so bothered by it. That's one of the better moments.
You would know that solid gold was the bomb. 3, you have the cat doing a back
Oh my
bend.
God.
I never did a back bend. If I could do a back bend, I would have done a back bend.
Wait, what? Why are we bending backs, bitch? What? It ain't that serious. Look, have Al blow your back out. Stop blowing it out trying to fucking reach and twist and bend and shit, dude.
Segment of your
Really gonna tell us about getting her back blown out?
audience. You would know that solid gold was the bomb. 3, you have the cat doing a back bend. I never did a back bend. If I could do a back bend, I would have done a back bend. I would back bend all over the house. Nonsense. Stop sucking lemons. Maybe it'll get that sour.
Oh, fuck. She's really triggered.
Puss look off your face.
It's called resting bitch face.
Going like...
That's Hartley's short. Hartley clipped that from me the other day, and she's mad about it. She said clip it. Right, Dina. She said to clip it. Hartley's clip isn't even fucking mean. Not even remotely mean. That's weird. That's really fucking funny. So, hey, Captured Andy. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical though. Well, I didn't even know that one was there. So thanks for the fucking refresher, because that's funny shit. She's really bothered by this shit. We get fresh citrus down here. Look, we get amazing blood oranges, limes, lemons. My mother-in-law brings me lemons and blood oranges all the fucking time. Grapefruit. Citrus grows great in Arizona. She's just upset because she's sucking. I don't know. I'm not the one foaming at the mouth. Stop talking to me, Julie.
Just a normal, already worked into it. I don't believe it was. This right here, I think, really does explain all the weird behavior we've observed from Miss Savannah Guthrie on her Today Show. And will this lead to anything? I don't know. Remember, we've had 2 other people detained. And if you want to talk about Tommaso and Annie, they were never detained, but their property was taken in. We've only had 2 people that were truly detained by law enforcement, and that was Carlos and Luke Davis.
Yeah, that shit's driving me nuts. Is the Juice still there? Be kind. The Juice and him were out there earlier, and they were playing obnoxious fucking AI videos, like music videos. It was really distasteful sitting out front of Nancy's house. It was just like, are you fucking joking?
And those, for all intents and purposes, appear to be, wrong. I have not, shook Luke Daly, but if it's South Tucson, this wouldn't be that man, because Luke Daly doesn't live too far from Miss Nancy Guthrie. So who is this person? Is it Carlos or is it another individual? Again, we don't know.
Oh, fuck. It's because it's back there. Hold on. Hold up. It's because it's like 4 back. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 4 back. Here you go.
You're a mean girl, and you've gone too far doing live streams 9 hours in a day.
Oh, don't ruin Hall & Oates. Fuck. Of all people, don't ruin Hall & Oates. And listen, you're not going to one-up me on this one either because I've used that and had that as a button for fucking 4 years almost. Stop ruining good shit.
You will tell lies, spewing hate, won't you, honey? And when you hide all the facts, it's real cunning. A 10-hour pitch, girl, while you've gone to Gummy Squad fangirling you all day. Stay hating, haters won't get you too far.
Listen, bitch. You can sing every day of the week to me. Fucking to your heart's content. Guess what? I'm never going to be you. Thank fucking God. I'm never going to be somebody who came over to YouTube from TikTok claiming you're an autism advocate, attacking parents of a missing child who is on the spectrum with fabricated information that you willingly did the exact same thing we're watching Bullhorn Betty do in real time. Claim that you had breaking information. Then you went on to do parodies of the parents of a missing child, not because there's evidence that they've done anything or that they've been arrested, because you were spoon-fed misinformation. You were calling places, harassing the sheriff's department, doing petitions, threatening to sue. Within your first couple weeks on YouTube, you threatened to sue me. You gave me a deadline. You said your publisher for your book, A Gangster in Your Family, was going to have their team of attorneys contact me. That never happened. That came and went. We did a fundraiser for the Black and Missing Foundation on your behalf, laughing the entire time at your fucking ridiculous lies. Then you moved on to threatening BJ that you were going to sue her for slander and defamation. What was that, like over a year ago? Sure was. And then you proceeded to go down the list, threatening to sue. You doxed SF Investigates, a private investigator, with the wrong information, and then encouraged everybody to go report, gave a tutorial of how to report this man's licenses after you doxed the incorrect person. Oh, that's very Bullhorn Betty-esque of you. You can sing about me any day. I'm never going to be you. Carry on.
Scarred. Don't you know your channel won't grow? You'll be exposed. And then what are you gonna do? You hate on.
Listen, buckle the fuck up. I've been framing and setting people up since 2022. You've got the right motherfucking group, bitch. Ask Brittany how it went for her. The same group reached out to her, tried to destroy my credibility, and ran right into her pockets. The same people that are filling chroma reels full of shit. Same people in your head. We can play all day. The receipts will always prove we use your own words to show what a fucking idiot you are. I don't have to lie on you. I just let you talk. You do enough of that.
You reap what you sow. The facts will prove you wrong, and it won't be long. Replay the words to the song. Oh, you're a mean girl, and you've gone too far. Even friends say your hate got in your way. How about replay the threat?
What friends say hate got in my way? What friends? What friends are you talking about?
We heard, honey. When you punch down, people don't find it funny.
Oh, I'm punching down when it, well, I mean, kind of.
Now, bitch, girl, it won't get you far unless you want to join.
Punch up, down, side to side.
Team Gray. You can stay hating. Haters won't get you.
Oh, she put me on the gray team again. Oh, that's always so hard to swallow. Jesus, Julie. Does she realize, Islanders, does she realize how many people have done this exact same shtick for fucking going on 4 years now? Julie, you're a little late to the party.
Too far, you're at the scarred. You're a mean girl.
No, it's not, because I prove your fucking words every day. Carry on, Bullhorn Betty. Now I know why it offends you, though, that people think you're older than you are. Yeah, I don't know, Brie. Thank you for the support. Wait, what? Friends, what? What are we doing? Telling me I've gone too far. I love, Brie, though, that the internet and Julie knows who my friends are. I love that for them. And thank you for the support.
No, this is ultra secret right now. This is being held to the vest. You know, even Nancy Grace could not get the information other than what they were sharing with us.
Listen, I see why you're scarred. I get it. It's cringe as fuck. But I'll play with this bitch any fucking day. She fucking ran tail tucked between her fucking legs before. The only thing she's doing now is puffing her chest because she's riding off the fucking hate of BJ. That's it. She can puff her chest all day long. We all know exactly what's going on. We've seen it. We've listened to it. Her own words. They always blame me for being the one that fucking lies on them as we're like listening to them in real time. Okay, go on, badasses.
So we're going to be, we're going to have our eyes and ears squarely on this information, but it does look like there is something, and God willing, but this is what I was going to say. We heard CeCe Moore was contacted by the FBI like a few weeks ago, and then this happens, and then we hear.
Why doesn't Julie go call Tyrone?
About them having the hair, and we know how quickly they can process DNA. It's usually 24 hours, and then they give that DNA over to CeCe Moore to upload into a profile. They might have now.
Wait, not doxing myself today. Have you not seen the Tyrone clip? Wait, are you that newly? Not doxing myself today. Hold up. Have you not seen her singing to Tyrone? Look, Julie is a whole level of crazy that people don't even realize. I'm not joking. Like, she is a shit show. She was doing parodies of the parents of missing children. Am I roboting? Right back. Okay, let's see if that works. Hold up. If you haven't seen this yet, she was pissed at Queen Bee because Queen Bee had confronted somebody else. Tyrone. Oof, Danita Fita. Oh, Bog, good point. I'll do that again right now. Good point. It cleared it up. I think it's happening when the kids are all gaming at the same time I'm live. I'll switch to my hotspot. Give me 1 second. It's going to just cut out for a minute and I'll be right back. My hotspot works wonderful though. And I'm pretty close to the router, but because we have an outside Thank you for the reminder. That did help last night. If it continues, let me know. Yeah, I didn't die. I'm good. I just kicked myself out to refresh all of it at once. So thank you for reminding me, Bog. That was a good call on that one. Then we don't have to deal with the robot shit multiple times tonight. Thank you. Here is Tyrone. Not doxing myself today. What was that?
I need your help, Tyrone, again, I think.
I know we are strong. Come on, sing.
I got some bullies. Tyrone, I'm going to send this to you. You saved me before. I might need your help again one day. Protect me from the bullies. Protect this community from the bullies. It's fucked up.
I need it.
She claims to know people that know people. That's why this woman with the fishies thing. If shut up, Cooper. Cooper cannot stand her voice. I'm telling you. I'm not even lying to you guys. Every time I play Julie, Cooper barks. It doesn't fucking matter. Chicana, if you ever have questions, feel free to ask of how these people, like, what do they correlate to, or who they are, or their history. Like, if there's any names that I say that you don't know, feel free to ask me. I will connect the dots that I know gladly. These people are wild. Fucking wild.
Without the root, you get mitochondrial DNA, which is your mother's portion of the DNA, not your nuclear DNA. And that's all explained in this segment with Nancy Grace. So if you guys would like to go watch that segment in its entirety, I recommend that you do. Also, they give you an update on the David and Celeste thing. You know, as you know, David.
Carl, I can't believe she's writing AI songs about you, though. Like, is that the new diss track? Are getting shorts and stuff? Does she realize when BJ, the very person she's filing complaints against, does she realize like how I clipped BJ and Lauren Matthias using their own words and made them look like she can write all the songs she wants, but all I have to do is put clips of never mind. Let Julie play the game she wants.
Was arrested. Well, he was arrested, detained. He's detained. It's a detainment arrest. That means they have arrested him under suspicion of murder. They have not charged him. Something similar to what they did to Brian Hooker. They detained him in the.
No, but then the other day, not doxing myself today, somebody, when that court hearing got played, when that got sent out, other creators reviewed it. And there was a gentleman that popped up on the screen at the end. So people made the joke, is that Tyrone coming to save her? It was joked around about. Nobody was saying anything negative at all about the person, from my understanding. Now, it could have happened, but I didn't see it. But Julie went on to say that people were being racist to her friend Tyrone because that's her actual friend, and trying to claim that was him in the court. Like, she created a whole fucking story off of it. She's ridiculous.
Bahamas, and they have XYZ, opportunity to charge him, and then they've got to let him go. Well, they have detained David.
Oh,
so we'll find out if they ultimately charge him with the homicide of Celeste or not. But
there's always something. It's never. There's zero accountability. These people are all the same. So one thing about the characters, no matter what it is, they all have common factors. They all usually claim that they are true crime creators, or obsessed with true crime, or have a passion for true crime, that exploit the cases and are fucking train wrecks in some way, shape, or form. There's a constant theme with the characters I review. Just wait. We haven't even got into the psychics and the tarot card readers in the Nancy Guthrie case, and that's the other rabbit hole I'm down.
this has been a long time coming. It's been months since they found her dismembered body in his frunk, which is the Tesla's front trunk. So hopefully there's some justice that comes in that case. But right now in the Nancy Guthrie case, this is a step in the right direction. If it is true, and I pray to God, this is a real suspect, a real person of interest. And it doesn't seem like, people were on top of this like they were the other two. It was very, very intense for the takedowns of the other two, things. A frunk. That's what I heard they're called. I don't know. I don't drive a Tesla, so don't make fun of me. Well, you can make fun of me. I guess I can. I'd make fun of you if I thought something was funny. So have at it. Turkey Man up in the chat. Well, good evening, Turkey Man. Rue detained. He will be charged Monday or let go. Yeah, pretty much. That's it. Does anyone?
Yes, we will be covering Ted in just a few. Wait. Did you hear Ted sing Captured Andy? Did you get to hear Ted sing yet? Or did you come in after I played that? Why are all these guys singing? Oh, no, I don't think so. That name doesn't sound familiar to me yet, Bog. It's probably a good thing. Listen, here's Ted.
Fast. I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah, just wait.
Okay, Waterloo it is. Sorry, give me 1 second. We'll be back on.
Here we go.
Okay, we got to switch things up a little. Oh, no, did it change it? Oh, man, this is bad boy. You make me... Okay, here we go.
Oh, my God. Oh, you guys, this shit's great.
Little. Oh no! Did it change it?
God, God.
Oh man, this is bad. Oh, you make me. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, no. Sleuth. Oh, God damn it. It lost connection. Hold on. Sleuth Intuition, the guy that we reviewed the other day. Sleuth Intuition went to the lake in that post, and they're trying to like give this credibility and shit. It's a whole fucking mess after he had that guy on there the other day that said his family's involved and responsible.
Like I said, I just heard this, and I figured this was going, somebody was going to pick this story up from Nancy Grace and just run with it after it, so I didn't want to jump in because I've already did 2 lives today, and especially in the office when I have to set them up that way, it takes a good half hour, 45 minutes to get the system up and running for the live. So I didn't want to invest that much time in it. So I was watching, and I didn't see anybody. I didn't see like Pascal coming live. I didn't see anybody coming live with the story, and I'm like, okay, I gotta come live.
Nina, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. Appreciate it.
Can't wait until tomorrow. So I thought it was a good time to just come live and let you guys know. But this might be, let's just, we're praying. We're a praying channel. We know everybody in here is not, Christian, but we, those that are Christian are prayers, and some people in here are just very spiritual. And
oh my God, Betty lying again. Duchess. Oh, Anna on the dark side. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. Fix me a cocktail. You're going to need one for this group tonight. Duchess, we're just giving a little history lesson on Chroma Reels because Chroma Reels decided to say that I doxed her name. She said it on Queen Bee's public live stream, on Al Gore's internet and shit. But so we cleared that up, correcting misinformation from Bullhorn Betty. We've had Ted singing to us. Julie sang a song to me, Duchess. She's ruining Hall & Oates. Duchess, we have a problem. Julie is trying to ruin Hall & Oates and shit.
Accept all, but we believe that spirituality and those prayers move mountains. So whatever you guys do that, okay, for this case. Whatever you do that for this case tonight. As soon as we wrap up this show, whatever you do, if it's praying, pray. If it's just if it's meditating, meditate. If it's just giving good vibes out into the universe, give good vibes out to the universe for this case. We're going to take whatever you're willing to.
Another thing, never have I ever. Yeah, that's hysterical, Amy, because that's not true, and that will never pan out, and that's been proven in court cases, actually.
To give us to move the mountains that need to be moved in this case, so we can have closure for this family. Because again, I'm getting upset with the family. I know a lot of people are getting upset, and I think my upsetness is being fueled by other people being upset with this family. And I feel bad because I know that they're struggling, but we have.
Amy, I guess I probably testified as Katie Joy too. They're such fucking idiots. That's why I know who they're getting their information from or trying to run with. And it's the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard. The most regurgitated bullshit that's been disproven for years. That's why it doesn't even, I won't even address it. They just look fucking stupid. It's AI fucking fabricated videos.
To apply the same standards from case to case.
With lies. Pretty soon they'll regurgitate the 211 CPS calls that I supposedly made and kidnapped somebody's child too. These people are fucking insane.
It's not fair that we apply different standards to different people. And so that's my only, focus. I don't want to be nasty or mean. It's just that we need closure in this case. We need this case some finality. And hopefully we're working toward that because I got to tell you, many of us are concerned. We're very scared with what we saw on the outside of that home. The outside.
What do you mean, Autumn? Who, what?
Front door of that home told us everything about the forensic, unit of Pima County. And it just showed us that we felt that they unintentionally.
Oh, Flava and those guys are over there hanging out with Chroma. Autumn. Been there, done that. I'm sure you remember that Erica goat foot bullshit.
Intentionally left evidence behind, either incompetence or they were instructed to do so and not to do a full, thorough forensic investigation.
Listen, I've never claimed to be anything but an asshole. Dina, my about section even says I'm an asshole with a YouTube channel. Oh, that's who Chroma Reels is getting their fucking bullshit from. Implying that I'm working with or Katie Joy. Like I said, I had to fucking testify in court. yeah, these people are fucking fools.
Because when
Court case that I got pulled into,
Brian Inton,
not the other way around either.
First of all, I've never seen anybody leave blood. I mean, even when law enforcement just doesn't do that, whether it's the responsibility of the homeowner or whoever they release the house to do it. When you have such a high profile case, I've always known law enforcement or somebody else to take care of that. They don't want any possibility of
She is sped up 1.5. Hey, knowledgeable idiot.
evidence being released to the public. And so that's why now I'm glad they didn't clean up the blood, because when they released that scene too soon, and if they would have already cleaned up that blood beforehand, then the FBI would have never seen it. So I'm glad that they didn't do that. But again, we still have some major issues there because the blood was there, the rug was, or the mat was there. There was.
Buddy is so much better than law enforcement. Don't you guys know? Let her tell you. She'll tell you. She solved this case.
No fingerprint dust out there. Clearly that was an exit area of some sort. And then they saw the bracket, but no camera, and never took the bracket or even dust the bracket. Because at that time, they didn't see the masked gunman that was on the camera. Remember, the FBI didn't get that until Google finally released that to them days later. So those initial moments
hard time
at that house mattered. And they should have known, especially when they determined that she was taken out of that front door. Everything in that whole entire area should have been taken. It should have been all taken in for evidence. Everything. Hell, even the doorknobs. Take it all, right? And everything was left there. Everything was left there. It was unnerving. It was frustrating, but it was more angry and frustrating after we realized who we saw on the outside of that door. And then to see all of that evidence potentially useless because they opened up the crime scene and contaminated that entire area. And we're just like, so this is really some good information. Whatever you do this evening, start with this right here. Start with this. We all need this. I really believe that this might be strong. This will explain why Miss Savannah Guthrie wasn't at work, why she took off the other day in the middle of a very important interview. This is the kind of stuff that we would expect to disrupt her news segment. So anyways, guys, take that information for what you will. Please don't forget to hit the like button very kindly if you guys would for me.
As false. Bullshit. Per usual. Complete bullshit. That's how we're going to take that information.
Share this, hype the video if you made it this far through. We work around the clock to try to bring you guys updated information. I get up at 3 a.m. You guys see what time it is. I'm still working. I'm still bringing you guys breaking news. I love you guys.
Breaking news. I love
I want you to rock it out with your coffee beans out.
God, her and Ted are a match made in heaven.
Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe, but more importantly, kind to one another. God bless you guys. And we will be rocking out a show at 6 a.m. in the morning. I've got an event to go to, and it's my day to have Delilah. This is her last weekend before she goes in for surgery to really see her friends, because next weekend she'll be fresh out of surgery and she will not be able to go. We have to keep her kind of, chill.
Delilah's having a play date.
So we'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Bullhorn Betty channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. God bless.
Wait, does she have joint custody of her dog now? Why the fuck did she say it like that? That's so fucking weird. Okay, so I've been saying I was going to go back to this, and I have yet to take us back to this. Because I can, I will. But one other thing I want to mention really quick is this, dude, before we get into Ted. Ted will be the finale tonight. This guy went live last night. This is Dingleberry Dad. Oh, this guy just gets under my fucking skin. I can't help it.
All right, I think we're live. Welcome everybody to another.
If you zoom in on your fucking corner down here, it is something else.
Another episode. Dad's gone live. I was going to do a live stream tonight in the streets of Bakersfield, but the juice was live on YouTube, and I got a little sidetracked earlier.
Yeah, DGL is down here in this corner. This is Brian. And
he showed, there might be a bad echo in here, I hope not, but he showed the cops back in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood, and I was kind of focused on that, but then I was watching it. I was going to go live on it. And then I noticed that it was a different missing person 1.4 miles away from Nancy's house, which was really weird. And her name was also Nancy.
I mean, good on you for at least not reporting misinformation like so many others did.
So there was another person named Nancy that was missing.
I can't.
1 point something miles away. Hold on, guys. Let me try to fix this. We're going to try to come up on Facebook real quick. Let me fix this real quick. You guys are going to buffer real quick. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's such a.
We're back. Anyways, I was going to try to fix the Facebook side. That Nancy was found Yeah, she has been found. She has been found. But I also want to go over this hair from inside Nancy Guthrie's house has been
The way he says her name,
finally sent to the DNA lab or the FBI lab.
Okay, wait, let me just be honest. The way he talks, just period, just him. Ugh.
Juice was covering it and it was close, but she was 82 years old. They found her. Yeah, so I want to watch this real quick, and I kind of want to go over a couple things. I want to go over this, and then I want to watch this. I haven't watched this video yet right here.
Just wait till you hear his interaction here.
I also want to look at the Rose Canyon Lake video that we made. Yeah, the Rose Canyon Lake video. I made a video on Rose Canyon Lake, and then just recently there was a guy that came forward on the interview room saying that his brother, half brother, is the one that took Nancy Guthrie, and he put her in bags at the bottom of Rose Canyon Lake. And I just want to go over the video I made after.
That's the fucking dude that was on Sluice the other day that we talked about.
We watched this one first. So it sounds good.
So much for checking out my show. Really appreciate
always
it.
checking out your show, Brian Enton. Appreciate you, brother. This is Brian Enton on YouTube, guys.
It's kind of a last.
Did you hear that? Like, we're fucking dudes. We're cool like that. Always checking out your show, Brian. Yeah. Like, what?
It's the one that took Nancy Guthrie, and he put her in bags at the bottom of Rose Canyon
No.
Lake. And I just want to go over the video I made after we watched this one.
No, fuck no. Did you see his legs, Justin? My fucking calves are bigger than both of his combined. Like, I've got more definition to my legs. And that's not even a fucking joke. Like, here. Hold up. I got more fucking definition to my calf. Like, my calves are bigger than this dweeb's. What the fuck? Hell nah. When he was standing by that cop the other night, oh my God. They're not even stick legs, dude. They're not even chicken legs. When he was standing, I laughed so fucking hard seeing him standing next to that officer. That was mean, but I couldn't help it.
First. So it sounds good.
So much for checking out my show. Really appreciate
always checking out your show, Brian Enton. Appreciate you, brother. This is Brian Enton on YouTube, guys.
It's kind of a last minute episode that I'm throwing together because of this information that I've been able to.
Hold on, I got to make him bigger again. You know how many times, Autumn, I've been yelled at for filming my feet while I'm walking around my yard. So I just figured, listen, I go on camera all the time. If you guys haven't been here when I've been on camera, I'm on camera all the time. This dweeb. Oh, God.
Firm involving.
Also, real quick,
for him.
My wife wants me to wear my little Hawaiian shirts. So she really likes my shirts. She makes me wear them. And I think I like them too. Let me move this camera back real quick. Just a little.
Come again. She really. Jesus help us. Who the fuck? Who are you people that follow these guys? Like, you're a fucking case study for me.
A little bit further. There we go.
Right. Thanks for that fucking information.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's replay this.
DNA in the Nancy Guthrie case. So
fucking obnoxious breathing. Okay, cool. We hear you.
I've confirmed that some DNA evidence. I'm reading this exactly. Get exactly what I got from my source.
Brandy Strain just asked if I'm going back to Tucson. I do believe so.
Right. Some DNA evidence from Nancy Guthrie's home has been sent to the FBI's lab.
Now, mind you, he went home right before Easter or on Easter. He went home finally. He hasn't been back, but he's been talking about her case still. He called Jared with AWP, Adventures with Purpose. We talked about that recently too, if you don't know. That's a whole shit show. He's associated with Jared, which is a ick factor majorly for me. And now he's been claiming he has pneumonia. He got sick. That's why he wasn't streaming and going out. And he would say, I got really sick. And then all of a sudden magically go, and you wouldn't hear him cough for hours again. But now, last night, he's telling people that he might go back today if he could get the gas money to fund it.
For advanced analysis, I'm told that the evidence includes hairs found in Guthrie's home. And that's an interesting part of this because we haven't known in the past that some of the evidence that...
And I'll bump it to that so you guys can hear this bullshit.
That, I mean, it could be something, you know, if it's in the neighborhood.
He was calling 857 Tucson, and I will have to say I was proud of 857 Tucson for shooting down some of these fucking crazy theories and this bullshit. 857 was at least being honest about, now this guy is full of shit. If this had anything, if this Richard, whatever his name is, guy that went on Sleuth Intuition had anything, the FBI would have been all over it. This would have been handled. So I was glad to hear that.
Just to keep
that's who he's talking to on the phone.
The story out there, people can stop and just, maybe they want to talk. And you know, a lot of people are emotionally tied and now they just want people to forget about it. So stopping and just talking to people, it actually helps them, you know, and then maybe they might be the person that's, you know, hands out the flyer that someone recognizes the suspect, you know, but it could be something. And then I have that banner and we could make the banner basically to the Guthrie family, because the one at the station is for Nancy, bring Nancy home.
Yeah.
This one would be, you know, Tucson strong for the Guthrie family kind of stuff. And then people can write messages to exactly to the family about how we're with them and we're not against them, right? You know, nobody's against them. But these are things we could think about.
Absolutely. I think we need to keep it alive, you know, let everyone know, law enforcement and the public know.
Here is the most common grift ever. We need to keep it alive. If it wasn't for us, nobody would be paying attention.
Like, hey,
that's not true.
Together as a whole, we're not letting this case die. We're not giving up hope on Nancy being found. You know, obviously 75 days in, we're kind of thinking that it's worst case scenario, but they still need closure, man. So,
well, let me know when you come out. I'll be here.
Absolutely. I'll touch base with you before I head out. I'm not sure. I might leave tomorrow evening. I might not. I gotta figure things out, logistics and all that good stuff. So I say logistics. I just gotta see if I can afford the gas because gas prices went up.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But yeah, just let me know. We'll talk before, make a plan so we can get.
You like how he sly did that right there? That was really slick, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I might leave tomorrow evening. I might not. I gotta figure things out, logistics and all that good stuff. So I say logistics. I just gotta see if I can afford the gas because gas prices went up.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But yeah, just let me know. We'll talk before, make a plan so we can get, you know, people aware, because a lot of people want to help.
Absolutely.
If it's, you know, handing out flyers, so if we win and they can come pick them up from us, stop, sign the banner, and then instead of bugging the neighbors, we can find a place,
talking.
You know, near Nancy's. I don't know if there's any place that we could do that.
Now, I'm looking at the map right now. Mount Lemons is actually, I know, I mean, the hike, I don't think I really don't believe she's at Rose Canyon Lake, but I think it's very possible that she could be on Mount Lemon, dumped off the side of a cliff.
Sorry, Cooper's talking. Here's another part in this live stream, though. So you catch the clear grift right there. But this is interesting, too. Stop.
I am kind of...
Just remember, he's been claiming he has pneumonia. He also claimed when he was in Tucson, he stayed with Alex, but he had a hard time because he is allergic to cats and Alex has a cat. So he was having a hard time and his subs were feeling bad for him. So he laid the fucking dialogue the other day that he has pneumonia. And then he's going to say this. Watch how this interaction goes. Hey, stop. Cooper.
I don't know, dude. We just went up here, we checked it out, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really think it's feasible.
There's a few females out there, Body, but very few in this certain collection, which is really interesting off of JLR.
It doesn't really make sense. Let me see. I'm going to call Alex. I want to see what Alex thinks. I plan on going back to Tucson pretty soon. I called Alex earlier, asked him if I can stay at his house. If I go, I might leave tomorrow night. Let me see. Let's see if he answers. Well, I'm calling Alex with Criminal Network right now. Let's see what he says. Oh, he's with family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. 857.
I don't hate men either. Well, certain types I highly dislike and love to emasculate because they emasculate themselves when they open their mouths. But this is an odd bunch, Bobby. Odd.
I'm going to call 857 Tucson. Let's see what he says. This is a random live stream. I didn't have any of this planned out.
Hello.
Hey, I'm live right now, and I was wondering if you had a few minutes. I know it's kind of a last minute, but...
So his chat starts worrying about him staying with Alex because of the cat and his breathing and pneumonia.
Okay.
So, have you heard about this sleuth interview thing? About this guy calling in and saying his brother-in-law took Nancy and put her in different bags, like 3 different bags, and dumped her near the dam at Rose Canyon Lake.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. Yep.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I like Sleuth. I mean, I met him a couple times. He was at Nancy's like day 4 or 5 before.
Oh, nice.
Got there. But I think basically we're at a point where everybody does what they're doing, and he's kind of a real far out there on his niche of true crime.
Okay.
And I'm kind of chalking it up as entertainment, right? It's
I give 857 credit for at least putting him in his place about this.
obviously riveting to hear, and but I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with.
That's a fireplace.
Okay, I'm going to move it forward. Now, remember, he claims he has pneumonia. He's been sick. Yeah, I guess I have no idea, Bog. These guys are odd. Now, listen to what he says.
Not a window. Hey, Brian Enton, my scooter goes.
Oh, God.
I'll just stay with Alex. Look. I got a fix. I got drugs called Claritin. Yeah, buddy.
What? If you have pneumonia and you actually are allergic to cats, that is like the worst possible combination. Just getting over pneumonia, you would be on antibiotics. And allergy meds would not be the trick.
Hey, Brian Enton, my scooter goes.
He went and got a fucking scooter. Watch. Hold on. He comes back with it right before this. I forgot. He's such a fucking dweeb. Watch this.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. Brian Enton. My scooter, it goes. Meep, meep.
Hey, Deputy. Can I move that camera for somebody?
His breathing is terrible. Sounds like BJ.
Mind if I grab it real quick?
We got 300 votes.
Right. Right. That would be like horrible.
Whoa, this
To knowingly put yourself in a place with cat hair recovering from pneumonia is just like asking for problems.
crap is freezing, dude.
People are dumb. And watch this.
I might not use this streaming app. Oh, that's what it's a streaming app. Cherry B, thanks so much for being a member. Got your t-shirt today. Let's go. That's a fireplace.
The fact that he even named his page like Girls Gone Wild, Dad's Gone Live, you get the whole like just that. And he's so little. Why do all these? Ugh.
Not a window. Hey, Brian. Brian Enton, my scooter goes.
I don't.
I'll just stay with Alex. Look. I got a fix. I got drugs called Claritin. Yeah, buddy. I haven't watched this since the day it happened.
I mean, what do you say? Is it a sympathy grift? Is that what the deal is here? Okay, we have not watched this. We started it and did not finish it. So this is what we're going to watch with Ted tonight. But just remember, Ted's
Oh man, this is bad boy. You make me. Okay, here we go.
he's a bad boy, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bad boy. This was his friend, Dirty Diana.
Hey, what's up?
Ted starts talking, doesn't realize she has an intro.
They don't see us coming, la la. Facts from
Ted's talking.
Can you hear me?
He doesn't realize. Ted doesn't realize there's an intro playing.
Hey, what's up? You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Yeah, we can.
All right, good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Peggy, can you hear me?
Okay, let me turn the video off because it just keeps on going, but it's kind of groovy.
Yes.
Kind of groovy. There we go.
Hey.
Welcome. How are you doing?
This is the same night. I wish I would have downloaded that stream. I didn't realize Ted was such a dirty deleter at this point, and I should have. But he went live. I watched it. I just didn't record it. But he went live in the middle of the night from his hotel room. I was telling you guys about him dancing drunker than a skunk. Oh my God, this is the same night. So after he did this live, he went live on his own from his hotel room. That's the night of the bloody sheets and his dance party when he was supposed to be headed back to Tucson.
I'm doing good. I'm a little tired, but it's good to be here. Awesome to be here. I love being on your show. Love your channel.
Thank you. Well,
we did watch this first part of how cringe this is, but we're starting over.
Everyone, welcome to my live stream. I am Peggy O, and tonight I have Ted Investigates on my show. So thank you for joining, Ted. So I know most people know who you are, right? And you have greatly and rapidly grown your channel recently. So with that being stated, I think it's a good time or opportunity to tell people a little bit about yourself and your background.
Yep. Thank you. Love you. Known you for a long time. Super happy to be on the channel. I mean, Can't say enough great things about you. So please subscribe to Peggy's channel. I'm going to be on a lot more with her channel. We're going to be doing a lot of different things too. We're going to be going to, again, she might not want to come with me with storm chasing, but we're going to be doing Delphi. Again, she's the queen of Delphi. We're going to be doing a lot of other deep dives. And bringing Peggy to the actual place will get the real, what's I'm looking for, like soup to nuts experience of like really the boots on the ground view of a realistic view of like what may have happened. She's very intelligent and very educated. And when I first met her, and I'm not trying to beef her up, but when I first met her,
keep on going. No, I'm just kidding.
No. So when I first met her, just by being how experienced she was in other cases,
I
was like, man, this girl's as smart as a whip. So I was really excited to partner with her.
We clowned on him so hard the other night. I'm going to take it a little bit easier on him.
And at the point before all this craziness with the Guthrie, I didn't even know if I had the credentials to be able to hang with her. So I'm so excited.
What credentials have you gotten recently, Ted?
Oh, seriously, I'm so excited to be with you because she's one of the smartest people in like deep dive investigative work. And all it's going to do is help a person like me that's more of a simple-minded person.
We'll check.
Get to the answers on a lot of things. So anyways, with that said, I'll answer your question and go through some of the things that we've talked about.
Right.
Holy cow, we got the Olympic pool team. Sorry, 1 second. Indoor hotel. People are going crazy. Little kids. Whoa. Okay, so but go ahead, Peggy. Sorry about that. There's these
No. Yeah,
if you kids are all fighting each other.
That's okay. That's okay. I completely get it. I have 2 huskies, and whenever I'm on a live stream, they just need all the attention, and I get distracted a lot. So, could you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and how?
Yep.
Yeah.
So a little bit about myself. It's crazy. So like I went out there because we're really passionate. So what's funny is our Delphi true crime.
Do they all have turds in their back pocket? Who is this we?
Channel that I joined probably, I want to say about 6 months ago. You have the Peggies of the world. You have DDs. You have other people that are experts. Even Monday. You have people that are pretty smart in the chat. You have all these people that are sharing like great ideas that understand, like that really take a deep dive in a case. And that's where I was like, maybe I'm onto something here. I'm with like the brightest people. And like, I know because my father is in a psychology major in Arizona. So like, I know when I see something where I know not to neglect it. Like I'm pretty, and again, I'm not tooting my own horn, but when I see like a really high level of sophistication and intelligence, I know to step back and hear people speak. And I saw these amazing people all working together. And every other week we would do a show. And again, the Delphi people do a show every week or every day. But like my show, we would do a show probably a couple times a week. And I promise I'll land the plane here with where I'm going this.
Okay.
They would all,
not to burst any bubbles, but he doesn't do that.
Like be under the same the crime layout and
that's right.
Everyone have different perspectives.
This is Peggy. The other one's Dirty Diana. I can't keep them straight.
And
this is Peggy.
Would be just I don't know how to explain this, but like very remarkable in how everyone would come to me with different things. And it hit me with like all over. And I know I sound scattered, but I mean, everybody had their different 2 cents, but everyone made sense on every plan they gave. And everyone had such a remarkable layout of the perpetrator and what happened and like the cell phone data. And I'm like, maybe I need to like start like understanding my viewers a little more instead of taking people for granted and just doing a live stream. So we started doing more call-in shows and I started understanding more people. Anyways, where I'm going, Delphi. So like the knowledge of Delphi, people like yourself, Peggy, high level of intelligence, whether or not it's Delphi or not, just very smart and sophisticated with detailed mapping, detailed layouts, time zones, and like, you know what I'm saying. And again, I'm
Nobody knows what you're saying, Ted. Nobody.
There's
including you.
A lot of people in that community that bring different values and knowledge, and different theories, and it's quite remarkable. Yeah.
Right. And exactly, like you have all these remarkable minds and people giving you all this data, and it's like bing, 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 and you have just the most remarkable people. And then you have the Nancy Guthrie case, which we're all focused on Delphi. I love my Delphi crew. I mean, I'll say this until I go dead. Like I love since day one, Delphi. You know, what I think about Richard Allen.
Kyle says, hey, Jim. He's delirious. He's so fucking tired, and he's got to be back to work at 6 a.m. He is pushing it this week.
Being free. I mean, I'll say that all day, and nothing will ever change.
Okay, you better be. Oh, God.
But where I'm going with this is you had like like millions of people Delphi, like the smartest people in the books. All of a sudden, we're like, oh yeah, I'll pay a little bit of attention to this Guthrie case.
We're hiding.
So Delphi people started paying attention to the Delphi case. And where I'm going with this,
he will be in like 5 minutes, Dutch.
It started picking up momentum, and even before I was out there, you had people intelligent.
This was, no, it's not from this date. I don't want to click off of it. April 9th. So it's when he claimed he was back in Tucson or coming back to Tucson.
Like yourself, just breaking down the case and like looking at different angles.
This is that same night he got shit-faced drunk in the hotel room and was dancing.
And scenarios, and the thousands of emails I get from the Delphi people, it's remarkable. So
welcome in 222 Totsot. No, unfortunately, Ted and many others, I review characters like this who call themselves true crime or latch themselves onto true crime cases that are tragedy vultures or exploiters or opportunists or just shit shows. Ted's actually kind of an interesting, at least I can laugh about Ted.
Just the intelligence level turned me on so much where I'm like, maybe this is a profession I really want to be in. But I really felt
I don't really feel the need to get turned on at work. Sorry.
Different angles and scenarios, and the thousands of emails.
I don't know about you guys, but
I get from the Delphi people, it's remarkable. So just the intelligence level turned me on so much where I'm like, maybe this is a profession I really want to be in. But I really felt out of my league because everyone's so.
I'm not really sure. I haven't dove down into their coverage of Delphi. They produce so much current shit, it's hard to keep up.
Smart in the Delphi case, and I know I'm probably making people sick to the stomach going, stop saying Delphi, but the people we all know are all the Delphi people that are part of this case. Am I wrong, Peggy?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Delphi people in here. I mean, Criminal Network, Sleuth Intuition. I'm probably missing many other creators here.
I agree. It's wonderful people.
Right.
But Sleuth Intuition hosts call-in shows like T-Rev 757, where people can say that their ex-spouses or anybody is the actual one responsible for these heinous crimes with no proof, you know, typical bullshit clickbait call-in shows.
But I think what's pulling the Delphi people into the Nancy Guthrie case is there's so many similarities, and it's quite scary.
Oh God. Mob Crew figured it out, Nursekins, but law enforcement hasn't.
To tell you the truth, and if anyone that doesn't know about Delphi, I highly recommend to go look out. There's plenty of creators out there that have done an amazing job. You know, Shibby has read all the transcripts from trial to the what is it, victim statements and sentencing.
Right.
All Eyes has put together an amazing kind of like a wiki. I don't know, probably saying it incorrectly right now because I'm on the spot. But I mean, there's just so many people that have really organized it to the point where anyone could step in and understand, or not, maybe understand is a wrong word to use here, but really dive in and look at different angles of Delphi, because and I'm on the side of right now, it's like it's irrelevant to me if Richard Allen did this. He did not get a fair trial. They railroaded him 100%. There is, I believe there's corruption involved in Delphi, and there was a horrible investigation, horrible. And when I see the Guthrie,
Listen, tonight when Ted was live, Shibby, as soon as Ted, and they're not doing like dual streaming. That's not it. Like, they're not guests on each other's panels. They haven't figured out how to do this. So he's re-streaming Ted and giving like commentary as Ted's live. It's the fucking creepiest shit. Like, I know people re-stream each other. There's an art to it, and how Shibby does it is not like, it's fucking weird. That's all I can say. Like, and I hate saying that because I'm fucking weird. No, it's weird. It's fucking weird. Shibby is weird. He fucking told Ted the other day to basically stop being a bitch and go eat a Snickers, though. It was kind of fucking amazing. Shibby did tell Ted to stop being a bitch and go eat a Snickers. That was pretty fucking fantastic.
case
Shibby's fucking odd
right now, and what has happened to them releasing the crime scene,
right?
And the sheriff, that is like, we have a Nanos in Delphi.
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, these characters, like, they're like almost the same, and it's like, and this, so it's very it's concerning, and I think follow the Delphi creators too, because we really have gone through all this gaslighting and all these theories where, like right now, I think there should be a call to action to put pressure on the police. That's one thing that I don't think was really, because Delphi kind of evolved, right? We only learn things after the fact, right?
Yeah.
But if we knew what we knew, which is hard, not a lot, to tell you the truth, because they're not releasing information. But anyway, where I'm going with this is, we would be with our signs.
I feel so confused.
In front of Tucson right now.
Right.
So I think really that's the key, and that's my advice. You could take it with a grain of salt. I'm just Peggy O sitting here in the Chicago area, but I really think that there is politics in this. 100%.
These people would not be who I would go to for Delphi, and I know very little about Delphi, but what I do know, I've got some questions. I don't know enough to really say anything. From what I do understand, it seems like there could be some interesting factors of a fair trial.
And I think
was it a fair trial?
It needs to, continue the visibility that it's warranted by putting pressure. All the YouTube creators, go out there, demand answers, ask questions.
I don't know so much about like what I would think about innocent or guilt per se, but the trial situation there seems to be some questionable things around some of that stuff, but that's my very limited information.
What Criminal Network is doing, some may criticize this. I disagree with that.
Okay.
He's in front of the house because he's not going away.
Thank you for saying that, Bobby, because I don't know enough about these cases to really say what I think here.
Because he wants answers. And the longer he stays there, the more visibility he's going to get. So
100%.
I'll get off my soapbox about that one.
No.
Okay. That's what I have kind of caught onto, but don't know enough to like really understand it all.
I love your. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I feel like I'm doing all the talking, and it should not be.
No. Please. You are the expert talk. We love you here, and people that know, join your channel.
Body, do you cover any of the Karen Read stuff? Are you covering the civil trials with the Karen Read stuff? I didn't follow the Karen Read stuff either, but I would like to know who would be somebody if I wanted to kind of learn a little bit about that, not go like, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, and some of you are in the rabbit hole. So with all due respect, I just don't want to go down the rabbit hole. But who would be a good one to follow to like understand that from a non-biased perspective?
Channel, like you are are the golden goose when you're talking. So we're all
No.
fun.
No, I'm honored to
is
have you
there?
on here.
Is that even possible at this point?
So what brought you to Nancy Guthrie? Is it kind of what I was saying, or is there anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, it's actually a great question. So what brought me is my grandmother. It's funny you said that. So I had a grandmother. She passed away, I would say, about 5 years ago. She was from Delavan, Wisconsin, which is like Lake Geneva, Northern Illinois.
Okay.
And I loved her so much. And her security, she didn't have a security camera that was really good. And I would walk in there and smell her cookies when she was cooking for me. And I knew her. I knew her perfume. I knew the jewelry she liked to wear. And I loved her so much. And I think when she did, God rest her soul, when she passed away, and again, she passed away from natural death causes. She was older. When that happened, and then seeing something happen to Nancy, even before it was Guthrie, when I saw the age, it just resonated with me. I just thought it was such a horrible thing for someone to go through. And I know Savannah's famous. I know people are famous, but just to see an older person have to go through something like that, and to put yourself in their shoes and be like, if someone came to my window.
This guy has stories for everything. I'm telling you. I've wanted so many times to give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, okay, he's just got fucking stories. He's got the gift of gab.
Window or my room.
Yeah.
Even being a little bit younger, I'm not much younger, but showing up with a
Mm-hmm.
ski mask. I don't have a pacemaker. Again, I probably have, earlier I said I had acid reflux, but
what does it matter? I have a pacemaker. What does that matter? People with pacemakers are experts in Nancy's case. No, we're fucking not. No, we just have devices. What the fuck?
I'd be
Does that matter?
scared. I can't even imagine just the time frame between when she woke up, when she saw the bad dude, and how her life went. It fascinated me in a weird way, and I've always been fascinated with videos and posters of.
I've heard the current trial. You guys are watching it. There was no way I could do that one, Lisa. I could not. There's just absolutely no way. I've heard it's brutal. I'm not really super interested into it, but I did watch a podcast today of one of the witnesses, I think, in the Karen Reed trial. The first phone call that she made. And it was a podcast with that witness. And it was the first time I'd ever heard any of them speak out of a court setting. So that was kind of interesting. And I was like, I would like to understand this civil trial, what they're trying to do here.
Scary criminals, right? So when I was younger, I had people in where I'm from, and Peggy, you probably know this best. I won't say the town, but we had an abductor in the area.
11 years. Going on 11 years. I actually have to get it changed pretty soon. No, wait. It hasn't been that long. When did I get it? I have to go look at my card. It was May. Why am I having a brain fart on the years now? Was it 2015? It might have been.
Area, and he tried to abduct a couple, a boy.
I've had it for years. It's at the time where it's about ready for me to have it changed.
And a girl that were kind of in front of me at the time. And he had khaki pants on. He had a ski mask. He had a Caucasian ski mask.
I have a Biotronic closed loop simulator. That's the pacer I have.
I'll never forget this. He had an Astro van. He had a green and white trunk, and I'll never forget this. He went after.
Depending on, so most of the transitions now are either overnight or outpatient. It's one of the most painful surgeries I've had because of where they had to anchor it. Your arm, that area is fucking brutal, but other than that, it's a really simple procedure.
After Jay, which I can say the first names, they're older now. They're my age. Jay and Natalie. And they both seen him. I froze I felt like a coward, but I just saw this.
Ted likes to hear Ted talk.
And I saw it a block away because we're waiting for our bus to come in Chicago.
That's right. We won't do it tonight. A Caucasian ski mask. go up. It's that tender meat. You guys fucking kill me. Don't let me forget, Bog. Tomorrow we need to do the round 2 of the nicknames for Ted. We won't do it tonight, but tomorrow if I come live, Kyle's working tomorrow, so maybe I'll do. And I got to do prom hair and makeup in the morning. She has to be ready at like 11 o'clock, and prom's not until 8 p.m. And they have to set up from like 11 to 8 p.m.
I froze like a chicken.
I have to get ready there.
I just was like, and Jay, by the grace of God, ran to his screen door. Natalie went to hers. Excuse me. And ever since I seen that, more and more like flashbacks.
She's in student council, and the student council puts on their prom body. So that's why she's going, because freshmen usually don't go. It's junior, senior prom. But because she is student council, they're the ones hosting it. So they all go. So the student council is going, except the upperclassmen, they're going as dates. But the younger classmen like prepare everything, set everything up, do all the decorations. Today oh my gosh, it was so cute. Today for their assembly and their little pep rally, she was the mascot. She's so freaking cute. So freaking cute. She was the mascot for their big pep rally today. But they go set up, and then they have areas and stuff like it's a huge fucking school. So they have an area that they will go get ready in, and the girls will help each other and do each other's, hair and makeup and stuff and fix each other up. And then they have pictures and stuff. So they still they have dinner reservations at a nice restaurant for the student council and stuff too. She'll have a great time. But she's been super stressed out this week because she is running for student council already. Like they're doing another go around right now. So she's been super stressed out about her speech and making sure she got all of her signatures and stuff. And she's like, I could care less about prom. I was like, can we fix your eyebrows? And she's like, can you help me write my speech? I'm like, yes. But can we fix your eyebrows? You got prom coming up. She's like, I don't care.
Acts of perpetrators.
He's so cute.
Or people in ski masks. It's messed with my mind a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could share with you guys. I bought her 4 different dresses to try for prom because she's very, she's my hippie child. She is my little hippie at heart, and she is not into like the new fashion, but she likes, there's just a very specific style that she likes. And I was able to nail it. And we got her 4 prom dresses for her to try, and they all looked amazing, but she picked my favorite. She looks so cute. I mean, she's so cute. She's just such a good kid. It was funny today. Okay, here's another story about her. I don't ever share with you guys very much about my teens, but I went in to pick her up early today. She had to be at the school at 4 a.m. Well, 4:45 is when we got there. We had to do all of her cheesecakes and everything. So I went to pick her up from school to check her out of the office. And it was right at the time, lunchtime. So I was in there to check her out. And all these high school boys are in there. And they took baths in Cologne. Like straight up had taken baths in Cologne. And I'm like sitting in there holding my nose because my allergies, my sinuses were on fire, like burning. And she comes in and I have my nose plugged. I don't even realize it. I'm standing in there plugging my nose. I wasn't trying to be mean, but they're smelly. Okay. It was worse than an Axe commercial though, because it's all of them blending together, all of the different scents. And it was males. And I'm like, what the hell? She walks in and she gets this horrified look on her face. Like she saw a fucking ghost when she looked at me. And I'm like, she's like, why are you plugging your nose? I'm like, oh, because their cologne stinks. And I said it out loud. I wasn't being mean, but she wanted to climb under the fucking the bench. Poor thing. It was so bad though. Don't take a bath in Cologne and go into a small space. Please. I embarrassed her though. I didn't plug my nose anymore. I just tolerated it.
In terms of like, hey, how can I help? Or like I want to look into the situation. So that's where I'm coming from.
Okay, so really quickly, I think he is probably one of the tamer out of this. However, he has still been a huge source of misinformation. He's doing the same exact thing. He drives around all day, regurgitates. It's still the same tragedy vulture bullshit. I don't have anything good, bad, really indifferent. He doesn't. Same old bullshit.
Or even coming out here and being there, it was more of a fascination because I seen it hand to hand in Chicago.
Right.
And then
Mark the Shark is another one I don't like. We haven't reviewed him because he's not there right now, but
I'm dreaming of it, and I'm older now, so I'm like, whatever. But I'm like, oh my God, if it's my grandma, how could you take a
He's bitchy. He's fucking bitchy. No, CJK. No. I was able to get him off Sheen. We did hers on Sheen, and thankfully they worked amazing. She's actually taking a couple of them because the other girl's dress just came in today and it doesn't fit. So she's taking the other options for her friend to try.
It blows my mind. So
Exactly. No, that is very interesting. And and like Nancy,
the cheap hoe fashion. Look, I got teenagers.
I think a lot of people can resonate. Like, she is America's grandma. Everyone. Most of us know who are.
Yeah, and it was so disrespectful. The same as fucking Alex and Dingleberry Dad. They're all the fucking same.
Our grandmas are or were, and
Right.
It's just like hurting or harming an older person is just as bad, in my opinion, than like a child. Like they're vulnerable, they're old, they can't defend themselves. They've lived a life, they've contributed to society, and
Raquel, that's great advice. I will actually give her that advice. She's done so well. Oh my gosh, I can't even explain. She has blossomed so much with her confidence since being in student council. 10 out of 10 recommend. But Norcal, were you here the other night? She brought a notebook up to me while I was live. And on the notebook, like, she puts it in my face. She doesn't say anything because I'm live. And I just start giggling because it says on it, I'm going to move to Japan because it's cheaper than the USA or something like that. That's not exactly the words, but she has it written down that she's moving to Japan because it's too expensive in the USA. She's so freaking cute. But I was like, you're going to be a civil rights attorney in Japan? And she's like, no, but I'll be some other type of attorney in Japan. I don't care. I can't afford to live in America is what she said.
She's out there.
So freaking cute.
There in her later years, and should be her peaceful time. And for
Nursey Kens, I don't know. I really don't know. Absolutely not sure. I have some wild theories and thoughts myself on just random things, but no evidence to back any of it up. I think it's a very strange case. What I'm more interested in, though, even than the details of that, is the 10 researchers that are missing that are all connected. William McCaslin and the group. Do you know what he did in Sandy Hook? Totsot? If you know what he did in Sandy Hook, that's all that I need to say. JLR is absolutely one of the worst. JLR is like the head of this MLM pyramid scheme.
for somebody to do that is just it's so sadistic.
So
it really is.
Hey, Cass,
so thank you for sharing that. So what were your first impressions and
No, and they don't have to know who Nancy is or any of the details of that. They don't have to because they don't give a shit. That's not what they're doing.
thought about what happened? Like, you know, you don't have to say a theory,
Oh.
right? You know, but like,
Crazy.
what stood out to
Hey,
you?
Southern Mimi.
You know,
Piggy.
based on the limited information that we have.
Yeah, so what really terrified me right when I got to the place was I knew the perpetrator, in my opinion, wasn't coming from the parking lot side. So I knew he went up, and a lot
Jim, it was so cute.
of neighbors had that same exact explanation. He went straight, and he was not trying to walk on all the rocks. So he was trying to keep away from the footprints. So that was my first thing. I was like, how is this guy getting into this home
11
at the front? Like I've always said, I thought it would be 3 or maybe more. But like that first guy walking up is such an easy.
Pretty much every creator that I have reviewed over the last going on 4 years has been affiliated or associated with JLR, or people that have been associated with JLR. Like, he has pretty much been an associate or an accomplice in many ways to almost everybody that I've reviewed. Casper, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Appreciate you.
It is hard to explain until you're there, but it's such an easy walkway going straight forward to where her door is. And a lot of people don't bring that up because they're like, oh, look at the purple.
I know for sure of 10. What Angel is saying is new to me. I haven't heard that. I've heard and seen News Nation reports of 10, but I have not seen the 11 yet.
Video, or does he have a car behind him? Does he have a highlighted here? Is he looking down with his bite light mechanic? But his straight video, when I was talking to a lot of the residents there who are, they're not happy we're there, but you get
fucking loaded.
To be nice enough, and you get information.
Right.
He had a pretty easy path where he just might have just walked on a couple stones and was right at the front. And that's what I realized. I'm like, why is he not going to the right or the left where all this dirt is, where he would have left it, all his footprints and everything? But there was a beautiful path, right angle, right through her door. That's the first thing I noticed, and it terrified me.
So so in the dark, let's say, would that stick out to you, or would that be something that you would need to?
Every one of these investigators.
Here is what I was talking about of the News Nation 3 days ago on the 10th missing person.
Gone that far to make connections. I'm joined by somebody who has been tracking.
Random segue really quick, just so you guys don't question what I'm talking about.
Every one of these stories, connecting the dots herself, asking the questions that others aren't. Los Angeles Magazine contributor Lauren Conlin. Great to see you again. Not wearing a.
How many of you remember who Lauren Conlin is? Lauren Conlin was on the Pascal show. She also is a podcaster who covered Sebastian Rogers' case. Do you guys remember that? She was a guest host on Pascal's a couple times, and she went on her own podcast and talked about Sebastian's case too.
Dress.
She had Dog the Bounty Hunter on her channel too.
Totally fine.
Not tonight.
Who is this guy, Garcia?
Stephen Garcia, man, Jesse, this one is chilling to me because, as you said, it echoes.
So crazy to me. It's crazy, body, that, and it might not be, but it's just wild how many are going missing.
Neil
But it is very high stress environment too.
Aslan's disappearance, right down to
It's like the same thing.
The same thing, the state of New Mexico. So Stephen Garcia, I mean, he had a top security clearance at Casey Hennessy.
Is that per a source though? A source said that.
This
right?
is per source.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why I was like, ugh.
Per source that was close to Garcia. But
see right there, that shit though, that's what I don't like. Per source.
Per a source though, a source said that.
This top security clearance at Casey Hennessy.
Is that per a source though? A source said that.
This
right?
is per source.
Okay.
Yes, per source that was close to Garcia. But look, where he worked at Casey Hennessy, I mean,
That's the shit I don't appreciate at all. Like right there. Oh, was this already debunked? See, this was already debunked. There you go. So there's 9. Thank you.
Manufacture 80% of non-nuclear components that go into building military nuclear weapons.
I'd seen this and I hadn't gone any further with it. Well, by me. Okay, well, that's good enough for me, body. I trust you. 100%. This, not that she's not factual, but when they started saying like a source of a source, that was the first thing I caught on to. but I haven't gone down that rabbit hole further yet. Yeah. The way he even called that out was interesting. The pause face. No one is telling the truth. It's really odd, Body, though, that nobody was talking about it. Like, nobody was talking about it, and all of a sudden they're trying to get Ross, isn't that his name? From the one guy that's associated with News Nation, has been talking about these cases very openly, the Australian guy, and nobody else really talked about it. Now it's like this big, huge thing.
And I mean, he oversaw tens of millions of dollars of assets, equipment, some classified, some not. I mean, we don't know what was going on in this guy's head, right? The officials had said that he may have been a danger to himself. He was seen carrying a gun.
Oh, weird.
And it sounds crazy, but between Garcia and General McCaslin, I have to wonder. And again,
that Ross guy is really interesting, brings up some very interesting points, like very interesting. It is the timing of it is all very suspect of how it's being pushed out there and more attention is being brought. There's been people ringing the bell on this for fucking months and months that have been actually speaking up about this. Okay, back to Ted. But that's where that came from.
To know visiting the area in the daylight.
No, I trust Body's information, Bog. So it could be 10. Yeah, it could be 10 if there's an 11th.
Good point. I feel like you would need to surveillance that, but I feel like within a full moon.
But I haven't heard anything about this 11th yet that Angel's mentioning. I don't know anything about it.
But I mean, you made a great point, because I do feel like it would be surveillance. I feel like you would have to drive because it's stuck out.
But why now, Body? Why now? Because nothing was said. McCaslin went missing, what, 2 weeks, 10 days, something like that, within Trump saying he was going to start releasing UAP stuff, information documents around the UAP stuff. And nothing was said when McCaslin went missing from the White House. And now all of a sudden they're taking an interest in it. Okay, cool. Month later?
Too much. It was too big of a cactus. There was,
yeah.
So when I was there was a full moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it stuck out too easily. But when I try to recall when there wasn't a full moon, I feel like you would have to do a couple loops. Not saying that same time frame. But
that's why they used Nancy so hot and heavy, and now this one, and they'll continue on.
You would have to understand the area. So when I was going through all of it, it was actually, and I'm kind of like I joke with myself, a dumb like brunette. I feel like
absolutely
it was challenging to get to it, but if you went through it a couple times, me, you, any of us?
Fucking Ted. Ted just rambles. What the fuck is Ted even talking about?
It would be the back of our hand. It was very easy. There's about 4 main places to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Olap, look, you're lucky I'm not on stream. I'm a hand talker. That's one thing I cannot give Ted any shit about. I talk with my hands too. It is terrible. That's why, like, when I sit in my office or I have to move. I cannot sit still.
Outside of all the hills and the weird terrain, which is goofy, because I always parked at the CVS where everyone was not wanting to park. And so I always was by Fleming, CVS, and then if you go a little further, you go to the Quick Trip. If you go behind it, there's another gas station. So there was like literally you're on an island of expensive homes, but your terrain.
Body, we actually have, it's really unfortunate. We have, my in-laws have friends, actually neighbors in their neighborhood, that the gentleman started, he's ex-military and started to have some cognitive decline and was starting to feel like some health issues were coming on. He took his own life because he didn't want to suffer going through all the treatments and stuff like that. And he did not like feeling confused. unfortunately, that's kind of I hate to say that, but our veterans need support so badly. Our older vets, our younger vets, everything. Like, there is such a situation of that, and it was tragic. It was absolutely tragic. I mean, his wife, she's doing okay. She still lives in the neighborhood and everything, but that crushed all of them. Like, that was very heartbreaking for all of them. But, you know, it's also, they also respected their friend and understood that. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I remember. They're putting that event in with those 10? How? Why?
To get out of there is about 3 to 4 places, and they all lead to like major gas stations or highway systems. So, anyways, I just want to share that. That was one thing.
No,
that
that's
was my
really-
biggest
that's
takeaway.
great
I'll have to look at that tonight. You guys are ahead of me on that case.
feedback. So after you, you went to Tucson, what, about a
Yep.
week ago, right?
Okay.
And then
Yep.
that was your first impression.
Yep.
Did your theory change at all from your original?
Sorry, this is why I like these live streams, because although we're reviewing Ted and all these other clowns, we can still have conversations about other things that we're just interested in too, or cases that we're following. You guys are way ahead of me on like those cases. So you guys always are like giving me information of go watch this back or go watch this, or did you hear this yet? These, like, this is why I could never do true crime. There's so much going on, but that case, there's just, the UAP stuff is really interesting to me too. I think that's the part for me that's interesting, is because I really didn't know much about all of those things. Kyle's the space guy. Kyle's the one that likes all of that stuff. That's not my jam. So I'm like catching up and interested in those kind of things now. And he's like, here we go.
Russian.
Now he's every night, he's like, watch this. And then he'll go to different planets and he's like, and you think we're alone? Look at this. And this is this distance from this. And this is it in our solar system. Like, he's obsessed with the solar system stuff.
Is it evolving around time? I mean, do you even have a theory? You don't have to go into that, but
No, yeah, yep. Yeah, I love the question. It's a perfect question. So I always thought at least 3 people.
Oh, I could never do what you do in a professional setting, Body. I don't know how you do it. I could not handle doing. You are so good at being professional. I'm just like, fuck you, fuck that, fuck you, fuck all you people.
When I look at the Ring doorbell, it's really surreal when you're there. And again, I don't mean this to people that aren't there, but when you're literally looking at and you're like, here it is right in front of your face. Besides all like the elements and the neighbors and everybody mad, but if you can block out all this and just think, okay, if I'm Nancy Guthrie at this point in time,
I mean, you can find him odd, but saying that he's a perp, I'm sure he's had interaction outside the house. I don't think he looks like the perp. That would be, you could say that about anybody. That sounds like something they would do. I'm just saying, like, you can say he's sus. Ted's weird. Ted's a strange guy, but I'm sure Ted was probably nowhere near Tucson. Ted is your average opportunist tragedy vulture, in my opinion. I know a lot of people say he looks like Ted Bundy, but it doesn't mean he's Ted Bundy.
Time of day, what is going on? And so I just blocked out all the noise and I looked directly at that doorbell and that window. I felt really like it was someone that had a little bit of.
Look, I get it. That's why I'm saying, like, I could never do what you do. I couldn't. I can't stand the people that I review on YouTube because of the shit that they spread just in the fucking way that they do it on here. I can't imagine in the cases you cover and how many different varying cases. There's no fucking way. I don't know how you keep it all straight.
Of experience with propping the Nest doorbell. It didn't.
By the way, for anybody new around here, if you don't know, not to like fangirl or anything, but let me fangirl for a moment because I haven't had one this week. That is the real body movement in the chat. If you know anything about the show, Don't Fuck with Cats, that is the body movement in our chat. She actually hosts an iHeartRadio true crime show. If you want to talk about factual true crime information, please check out her iHeart show. I will grab it for you in 1 second.
Can we get that?
But she is incredible, and she is really fun to have great open dialogue with. Oh my God, Kyle is showing me a projector with space stuff on it. Imagine that. Oh, Vibrator told me to tell you hi earlier, and something about Pluto as a planet.
It is. Didn't make any sense.
That would make you happy
to me to be able to go through all the movements he was doing. And we don't have a lot of the video, but
right.
Shut up. Body is very good though. Like she is very, very good to have open conversations with and get a good kick in the ass from, and told to look deeper. No, I really respect the shit out of her. She's just a good person. And her show is really good. And she doesn't get respected enough around these parts. Folks, just joking.
With what he was doing, and I kept in my mind, I was playing this 100 times, like nonstop, and different neighbors and hearing feedback. And they thought the doorbell, with how quick he attacked that, they thought it was like a professional thing. Even though I thought at first, I'm like, maybe this guy's high or on drugs. But the way he took like the branch and was able to press the lock of the Nest doorbell. Okay, I have a Nest doorbell in my house.
Okay.
So you take, and I showed this on a podcast about a month ago. So you take like a steel little, a little key, and it pops right off. And he knew that when he pressed down, he popped it right off, took it off. And I know everyone's like, well, his right hand like this. Well, he was like this. He was checking the door again. And then he knew to pop that off, but then he also knew the floor to ceiling windows.
The link for her iHeart Radio podcast, True Crime Tonight, is in the chat.
Because he was, like we all are scared of getting shot or killed. He wanted to grab his sidearm. Like he wanted to grab himself. And people think I'm crazy, whatever.
No.
Everyone has their own opinion. But like when you're like ready to go there and you grab your private part.
Look, I fangirl over a lot of you guys and the open dialogue and the conversations that you guys bring into these chats. You guys are great. Body's just kind of a resident celebrity around here, so I get to say I know somebody cool. I got Kyle over here and Hank, okay?
Because I
gotta take my props where I got them. Oh my God. And you want to see what Kyle's favorite thing is to watch right now? Hold on. Fuck out of here. If you guys have not seen, this is his favorite fucking thing. He is constantly watching this fucking squirrel on TikTok. Okay, go away with your squirrel. My God. He's got his mushroom shorts on. His Metallica t-shirt, watching his fucking squirrel raving out.
Looking at a window and you're like, I don't know if I'm looking at a window and I don't know who's there, right? Yeah. I can't see. I don't have night vision. I'm not a Navy SEAL. I'm looking at a floor to ceiling window. And just the way he kind of mimicked to grab his holster where his gun was, but he didn't grab it. And then
went to grab his holster. At least he doesn't say hoister.
Even before that, when he looked up, I'm just like, there's too much movement there.
Right.
And he's too smooth.
Look, Kyle fanboys over you guys, okay? I can't fanboy over the men. Kyle fanboys over the man club. You guys have like good males over here, okay? You guys get along.
I do.
Just go with it.
He's not anxious.
Kyle said I do.
It's like, I thought honestly, you're going to laugh at me, but I thought he was high at first. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, is this guy stoned? Like, he looks crazy.
Oh my God.
When you slow it down to 0.5 and watch him, he walks out.
Not even fucking joking, Bog. It's a thing. Every night I see what the squirrel is fucking doing. Kyle shows me what the squirrel is doing every goddamn night.
out, and he's got that heavy.
It does make him happy. It brings him great joy. He loves that fucking squirrel.
That's exactly what's going on in my brain. Is a squirrel DJ just fucking like grinding against the side of the wall and shit for no reason.
I'll walk into the shower and he'll have his playlist going, and it goes from Too Short to Kenny G, and I'm like, what the fuck, motherfucker, is going on in here? Then it's Britney Spears. That is like, the squirrel is a factual representation of you.
Backpack, and he kind of has that weird like Dickies backpack look. He looks down on the, whatever stone that is.
You guys are killing me.
I slow it down to 0.5. He grabs it. He bites his bite light. He's got it in his mouth. I mean, who in God's green earth would have a bite light? Like, I mean, I've never heard of that in my life, before. He looks, if you slow it down, you can see it. He tests the bite light. He looks
row to row, right? If he likes the squirrel, he will love Ted.
What he's looking at really quick at 0.5. Sorry, I'm doing this with my hands.
That's okay.
He looks back up really quick. The bite light comes.
What the fuck is he doing with his hands? What did he just apologize for doing with his hands?
Dickies backpack look. He looks down on.
It's got bedhead in this.
On the, whatever stone that is.
Uh-huh.
I slow it down to 0.5. He grabs it. He bites his bite light. He's got it in his mouth. I mean, who in God's green earth would have a bite light? Like, I mean, I've never heard of that in my life, before. He looks, if you slow it down, you can see it. He tests the bite light. He looks at what he's looking at really quick at 0.5. Sorry, I'm doing this with my hands.
That's okay.
Man,
he looks back up really quick. The bite light comes off.
What?
And he goes back towards Nancy. He might look one more time if you slow it down, and he looks. I don't know if it's another car or another person, but he's definitely not afraid. He just looks like, hey, we're having complications. Looks back down and then walks up to the door, and then we don't see anything else. We see the door coming out. I just think there's a lot more film that we need to see.
Right.
That's who I met with today that I can talk a little bit about. I won't mention his name, but I can get into a little bit more of
yeah.
Who thinks they're important and who isn't important, right? Within the police force, like the Gilgo Beach.
Right. No, I mean, I think that's a good segue, actually, to, now that you're back.
Oh, no. We've got a new stray.
I don't think it's a stray.
We've got a new friend in the neighborhood. Kenzie thinks it's somebody's cat, though.
Came back, right? Thank you for coming back.
Thank
you. So what were you up to? So today,
you guys understand what's happening here? Transitions are short. Autumn, the other night I asked everybody to keep track of how many different stories Ted started and didn't finish. We lost count pretty fast. Like, it was at least up to 5 or 6, but we lost count because it's such a fucking, what is he talking about? What?
It's your first full day.
Yep. So
tell us about your day.
Yep. So I was helping my father a little bit with landscaping. So he's been in Phoenix forever, and I won't say where, but believe me, being in Phoenix is not a bad place. When you're in Chicago, you're always wanting to be in Phoenix with the weather. So I got to see him. I got to finish a little bit of construction. So being here, I wanted to make sure that I was reaching out to the people in the book club, the Mahjong Club, which is their little game they play.
Do what, Ted? Ted, we find out Ted is actually in trouble. So this is Ted being honest that he got in trouble with his friends and family. This is when he was still trying to put it off that he just had shit to do.
Bad place when you're in Chicago. You're always wanting to be in Phoenix with the weather. So I got to see him. I got to finish a little bit of construction. So being here, I wanted to make sure that I was reaching out to the people in the book club, the Mahjong Club, which is their little game they play, and doing a little bit more. And again,
that is, but okay.
Yep. So it's a crazy game of checkers, but making sure that I'm just not playing, that I'm live streaming in front of a house, which I think is very important. But for me, being hyper, And then,
yo, Justice Equalizer, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for popping in and thanks for becoming a member. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you.
with my battery power on my phone, I just didn't have the wherewithal to be able to be out there for hours and hours today.
Don't apologize. It's great to see you. I'm glad to see you back. I hope you're doing okay. Sorry to hear that it's been a shit year, but I'm really glad to see you back. Hope you're doing good.
I wanted to talk to people, and I wanted to see if I could drum up anything, you know? So, you know, and I'll definitely go into detail with what I talked about, but I'm just letting you know. So, like, yeah, me being out there today would have been great. Sue Allen, I think, got served papers.
Look, you guys might hate me for the TED content, but I am here for it. Like, I'm living for the fucking TED content. TED makes an ass out of himself on the daily. And I can inlay the other guys too, just like we did tonight. But TED, like, I don't feel angry with TED. TED is so fucking obvious of what he's doing. I think it's just like Ted's so unaware. And even his family and friends are like, dude, get it together. Get it together.
They're messing with the memorial thing. I know Alex is, I mean, we love Alex, right? We've been with Alex since way before Nancy Guthrie. Like, we all have been like part of his crew from like, God, the Delphi, right? So I always joke with people when people are like, oh, do you love Alex? I'm like, listen, I love the guy. Peggy loves the guy. We know him from like day one when he was like this big, and now he's the most famous person in the world. And when I came out there, I didn't even know how famous he was until I met him. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't realize you're the most famous person I've ever met. I was going out there out of the goodness of my heart. Like, what's up, Alex? I just love you. You're.
By the way, Ted said tonight that meeting JLR was like the best moment of his life. That's not his exact quote, but very close to that.
Like the greatest person. And he didn't say anything. And then I watched the YouTube live video and I'm like, holy cow, these people are famous. And then what the heck am I doing in these videos?
So today, when you were done with helping your father out and all that, who did you talk to? Do you want to go into detail on that?
Yep, Tiffany knew. I talked to her.
You know names. You don't know names, and I'm gonna just go off the camera. I'm still here. I'm just gonna do something, but please let us know.
Yep. No. So yeah. So I retired. I can't say his name. Retired police officer that worked under Nanos. Gave me a lot of good feedback on how he runs his ecosystem, right? And that's what I want to share with everyone tonight. Being a bully, being a guy that, you know, had previous boxing skills and kept his ship really tight. So like, I thought my big takeaway was like,
Justice, I'm glad you stopped by. It's good to see you. We're all doing good over here, just living the crazy.
Oscar
per usual.
De La Hoya, what he said, Oscar De La Hoya meets.
Kyle's listening to a squirrel DJ. Pretty normal over here.
Julio Cesar Chavez, and he was like, it was almost like a
which fight?
George Clooney. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
No. I just made a stupid joke. Go ahead.
No problem at all. So you have like a boxer, okay? So like I box.
Are you guys following this? Everybody catching this? What the fuck is going on with these guys? Where are they? What's in the water in these areas? Like, are we okay?
Right. And I got my butt kicked a bunch of times, but you have a very aggressive individual, but you have a smart individual. Like this guy's like, hey, I'm not only am I very tough, I think who I am, right? So when you think of Nanos, which I was actually shocked, people were like, ex-police officers were like, he thinks.
Kyle gave me that look too, and he was like, I think I'm following maybe. Okay. Right, NorCal. Lost as fuck. In the words of Nanos, nope.
He's and again, I don't mean this in any disrespectful way. I'm pro.
Where did Ted have this conversation with this guy at?
Cop. I'm 100% on board with military.
Here we go with a TED speech of how he's pro-military in law enforcement.
Almost over the top with.
Are we going to get the First Amendment speech, you think?
Being like a cops provider and military. So I'm never against police force. The feedback I got was he thinks he's like the George Clooney. And again, I don't mean this disrespectfully. He's a good looking guy.
Why are Ted's eyes doing the Patel thing right now? I'm sorry, but Ted. This is why we should have breathalyzers on live streams, probably.
He's like George Clooney with a boxer. So he's like a bully, but he definitely has an ecosystem of people that you cannot penetrate, no matter the size of the case. It doesn't matter if it's Savannah.
Listen, that's the beauty of Ted. Ted takes no thought. This is the beauty of Ted. I think I am relishing in the fact that Ted takes no thought. Ted talks. That's it. Okay? That's all you have to do is let Ted just talk, because you guys are typing exactly what's going on here. Ted's fucking lost. You can't expect us to follow along when Ted doesn't even know where he's going. And he hasn't gotten there yet.
It does not matter. He's got that lockdown for years. And it reminded me a little bit of the Gilgo Beach 4 in terms of they had, their own crew until they introduced the new crew. And again, I could be wrong. I'm just kind of spitting this out. But
man, Olap, I don't think it's Liquid. She's Mormon. You got to remember, they're against drinking alcohol, but they are okay with medication. Not making any assumptions, but just saying. Mood stabilizer, something like that, potentially. That arena.
It felt like until Gilgo had the most obvious evidence.
But I do know she has been known to drink in the past. So, but she claims she is still Mormon, and they're against drinking. So most are.
Together, they didn't figure it out. And again, I could be completely off guard, but that was just from my
I
perspective.
think you're onto something. I mean, I think it's that thin blue line too.
How is she going to try to recover for him? Why are you trying to recover? The fact that she's even trying to act like this makes any sense.
The police, they do stick together.
She does.
I was actually talking to,
I think in the Boise video, if I'm correct, Olap, she was having a cocktail, or maybe it was in the ones from CrimeCon. Either way, I'm not judging in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, I've wondered of the other for quite some time.
A former officer from ISP yesterday who worked on some internal affairs investigations with the FBI in Indiana. He'll be on my live stream, maybe not this weekend, but next weekend for sure. His name is Joe Swisher. And he was kind of going into that, as far as that
I've just noticed her slow down quite a bit.
Bond and the, no one gets out of line and they all stick together regardless,
Right.
She's the definition of always missing the standard according to her Mormon story. It's really the oddest situation.
And I think it's just a cultural thing, across.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's why I've given up trying to follow what Ted's actually saying, because Ted's actually not saying a whole lot of anything, but Ted talks.
I agree with you. The feedback I found from him without giving his ID was his main takeaways was it was a cultural thing. And it was like an old boys club, and it was something you could not penetrate at all.
No.
I don't care if you're great, if you're awesome, it didn't matter. And the FBI, it didn't matter. And we saw that in Delphi a little bit.
I personally don't care to ever hear Ted say penetrate again.
But it didn't matter. Nanos is the word of law, and bottom line, doesn't matter. And people want to say, oh, this, that, he's this. He is bulletproof. Like, I think of him when I heard the feedback I got from this ex-police officer, I thought I was talking about.
Bog, we're going to pretend we didn't hear that.
And again, I'm over exaggerating, but I thought I was talking about John Gotti with Bulletproof. Like, he was the Teflon Don with
my fucking God, no. Oh, no. Justice, Becky, can you please get some pellet treats or some really good snacks for the mini Highland buddies you and your family visit? Love from me and my wife. We wish that we had never had to stop. Oh, Justice, please don't ever apologize for that. I appreciate you. And thank you for the support. Of course, we hope to make it back up there early this summer, hopefully. Kyle's finishing up a few big jobs, but that'll be fun. And thank you. I appreciate that so much. Shit, that came through twice, Justice. The same thing came through twice. Can you cancel one of them? Shit. It went back to back. It did it twice on you, Justice. You might be able to cancel one of them. Sorry about that. Thank you for the support, but yes, of course I will.
Anything through
as soon as we have a trip planned to go back up there, you guys will know. Because you'll see mini cows.
This guy, handsome man, cheekbones,
you don't think you
boxer, tough guy. And he's had an iron grip on this department, for 40 years? I mean, if you look it up.
I don't know if or not.
And it makes sense, because anywhere I've worked, right? Like, if I've slacked or done really good at a job, you know people, right? Like, all of us, we know people that are built within a corporation.
Okay. This I find to be really interesting because, like I said, this is when Ted was still lying to people about what was going on with Ted's life. And he was still trying to claim that he was going back to Tucson. Everything was cool. Meanwhile, he was just in random hotels getting shit-faced.
40 years. I mean, if you look it up.
Right.
And it makes sense, because anywhere I've worked, right? Like, if I've slacked or done really good at a job.
Okay. Thank you, Bog, for that information. I'm sorry that happened, Justice. It went back to back twice on you.
You know people, right? Like, all of us, we know people that are built within a corporation that keep moving up, might move down, might be more political.
Bog says just explain to your credit card company what happened, and they usually can get it changed.
But, I mean, he's been there for 40 years, so he's going to lick the pavement with us. So, with me coming out there, it's like, yeah, right. Like,
well, listen, if you need to, Justice Equalizer, please feel free to. Like, that was really kind of you. I appreciate the support, but I know that happened, like, it duplicated it. So thank you so much for the support, though. Really appreciate it. And I'm really glad to see you.
Are you guys a joke? Like, and he doesn't even seem like it, but that's the greatest wolf in sheep's clothing, in my opinion. And look at him. When someone said George Clooney, and then I saw him in that, like, convertible flying by or whatever.
Listen, I would love to share. Yeah, Ridgie, he does, for sure. He's a master of everything. I would love to visit Egypt.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, man, that's pretty good.
That is
the dots.
Yeah. That's just like a very maybe narcissistic type of vibe to it, right? Thinking he's all that in a bag of chips, and he's got the badge, right? He probably thinks he's the smartest person in the room, so I mean, kind of like, with the whole thing of not inviting the FBI in right away, you know, and I mean, he was over his head with this from day one. Like,
listen, the fact that she let this up cracks me the fuck up, though, because it's clear as day Ted's fucked up.
I think, like, I hate to try to compare like a corporate environment to, a government.
Sincerely, thank you for the support. Appreciate it. And I definitely will get the babies some treats when we go back up.
Like law enforcement or government agency, but it's just like, you have to learn how to use the tools that you have, and as a leader.
That would be amazing. Kyle and I love to travel. I've never been anywhere like that, though. That would be We want to go down under too.
You should be able, you should be inviting as much resources as you can and learn how to delegate tasks and responsibilities. And just seemed like
fucked
the impression that I got, and I could be totally.
And he's like, look at him. He's like bouncing and weaving over here a little bit. They're not sped up. Watch him. He just kind of.
It's just like, you have to learn how to use the tools that you have. And as a leader, you should be able, you should be inviting as much resources as you can and learn how to.
Like, why am I getting closer to the fucking screen?
Delegate tasks and responsibilities. And just seemed like
Australia.
The impression that I got, and I could be totally wrong, but the impression I got is just like, he thinks he can handle this. And it's just like, no, you don't. I don't know. I'm probably.
I agree.
Going on.
He's the prettiest man in the room.
On about that, but so did this person that you met with is, and I'm sorry if I didn't catch this, but is this a current officer?
Well, listen, the fact she left this up is telling.
Retired.
So retired officer, about, I want to say maybe 7 years ago. So was part of his inner circle, knew him well. Knew the politics involved.
He's slurring.
Understood he was a hard ass, and excuse my French, but understood that very direct, black and white. Like, hey, bad guy, good guy. Like, we're not here to play speculation. Do your job. Like, very well. He said Nanos did a phenomenal job with demanding respect right out the gates. And there was never a second where anyone joined his force that anyone thought for a second that they were off task or they didn't have the right guidance. So very.
Like, Ted never even had this conversation with the supposed person that worked under Nanos, by the way. That's my opinion.
Where am I going with this? I don't want to plagiarize his words, but very understood the task at hand.
I'll share it with you, Bog.
Focused on the mission. And if anything was outside of the mission, you'd be in trouble or you would talk to someone. So what I mean by that, and my impression of what he was saying was basically like, focus on your task. If things were outside of the force that you can't control.
She had to go off camera so she could text her buddy or phone a friend and say, this dude's fucked up, help me.
Your mouth shut, we'll handle that. Keep kind of tunnel vision. And that's why he wasn't the biggest fan of Nanos, because of the fact that it felt like some kind of like club of who's popular. So and again, Nanos has been in charge for 40 plus years. So over time, who are the people that are going to fit the profile?
Right.
And again, I'm not knocking him. I'm pro law enforcement. But who are the people that are going to fit this infrastructure? Who are going to actually fit it, but then be able to articulate it?
Don't worry, so is Ted. He's supposed to be relaying a conversation that he claims to have had with an officer that worked under Nanos. It's bullshit.
Respond in a correct direction without getting him in trouble.
Yeah.
So who are your people that understand law? Go against.
Thank you so much for the gifted membership, Kathy. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support.
Against law that provide safety for the community.
Who
are those people outside of that? Are your higher level, are your chiefs, your members that are kind of controlling these people from whatever incidents may come? And then on the broader spectrum, who are people even on top of that are talking to law enforcement? Hey, how are we doing with arrests? How are we doing with?
I don't know why, but I find it fascinating how much this guy can talk like that.
People that are criminal. And again, I might be brutalizing this, and I apologize. But where I'm going with this is there's a multi-layer approach of Nano's iron grip from my impersonation with this guy.
My impersonation with this guy
that he's had. And I'm not saying it's even his fault, but it's a multi-level approach where.
Hold up, are you seeing something I'm not yet? Olaf, do you feel that there's something we're missing here?
It's like, how dare you say I'm wrong? How dare you bring in the FBI? How dare you use these resources against me? I am the godfather, right? I am the person that has fed all of you throughout the years. How dare you? And when you do that to people in a corporation, that how dare you method, and they grow with you and they make money with you,
what?
Well, what happens? They're scared of peeling that onion back.
She is totally fucking mocking him right now. Tell me I'm lying. Back
on what is right and what is wrong. At least from my perspective.
Yeah. I mean,
Justice Equalizer, he has Patel eyes.
I mean, those are,
and he has, according to Ted, he has a lazy eye because he walked one day without enough water when he was tired, and that caused a lazy eye. And then he also has dry eyes, and he also couldn't go into the military because of a girl. Really, he stayed out of the military. He didn't join the military because of a girl, but before he admitted that that was the reason he didn't join the military, he gave a story about how in the Navy you have to wear glasses that he wasn't about to wear because his eyes are dry. And you can't wear contacts. But then he admitted that it was because of a girl that he stayed out of the military, as is, nothing to do with the glasses. But Ted's got a million different stories. And sometimes when his eyes are red and bloodshot, it's just from wearing contacts too long, like 16 plus hours. But Justice Equalizer, another thing we learned is Ted says everybody has eyes. Everybody has eyes. Ted's an interesting character.
Very interesting points and feedback that you got. It kind of gets you kind of know him a little bit without talking to him, you know, obviously.
Right.
Did this person give you any specific examples of situations or scenarios that were very like concerning or positive?
Yeah, so I actually, it's a really good question. You brought that to my attention, and it's actually great. They had a particular situation. This sounds silly. They had a neighborhood dog that was barking too much, and this person was in control of, like, again, I don't want to say something that's not correct, but this person was in control of, like, the dogs, the parks, like city ordinance with, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like keeping the noise level in check. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like an ordinance.
Yeah, like an ordinance. I'm sorry. I know.
No, that's okay. Well, some states call it differently too. So, I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So this particular person had an issue with.
I can't even fucking commentate because your guys' comments are taking me out because I know exactly what Olaf's referencing. But some people just have one. Autumn's taking me out. Bog's taking me. You guys are Jim's over here. Ridgy is like, I get shit-faced eyes sometimes too. No, Ridgy, it's from contact 16 hours. Or getting a lazy eye from not having enough water, being tired and walking. These are Ted stories. We got to roll with it. You guys are killing me though. I'm like, oh shit.
They're
the tongue shit.
And it sounds silly.
There's so much going on. There's just so much going on. It's a lot.
With their pets going back and forth and him getting upset about it. But it was within the ordinance. And then nanos made their life literally a living hell. When they were talking to me, they're like, he literally had to control every aspect of this person's life.
Justice Equalizer. This is one of the clowns exploiting Nancy Guthrie's case. So Nancy Guthrie, I'm sure you've heard of her 84-year-old woman missing from Tucson, Arizona. He is one of the people that have been exploiting Nancy Guthrie's case. He went to Tucson for a few days, hooked up with JLR. JLR is like, it's just, JLR's got a whole downline of new people tragedy vulturing underneath him and YouTubers out there acting like asses. Same cast of characters, just shuffled around in a new case that they're exploiting. But these guys are all JLR attached. It's the JLR pipeline this time.
And and they broke it down to me like, think of like Google Earth or whatever. They're like, think of like, we see where this person is, and anywhere and everywhere where this person can be. I shouldn't even say it, but basically told me we're going to make this person's life a living out. And I bring that up because I'm like, we have jealousy, we have envy, we have, being conceited. We have a boxer, he boxed. We have a tough guy. We have a guy that, told an officer he thinks he's George Clooney, right? So you have all these different things. And again, I don't believe what everybody says, but you start adding everything together, you have a little bit of a small mafia here. And people don't understand.
Small mafia.
Huh? You go back to even the corporate world, right? And just, 2 or 3 people can destroy a company culture.
I mean,
right?
a culture is so important, and you can get 1 or 2 bad apples, and that's it. It's just like what's the terminology for that? Like energy vampires.
Yeah. I was too scared to do it. I mean,
corruption definitely can destroy a culture. I mean,
look what he's doing at Nancy's front.
The fact that she's even pretending to be on Ted's level is astonishing to me.
Like,
I'd be like, what the fuck is going on, dude? You need to go to bed.
I'm sorry, door. Sorry, I said door.
For that box.
But Alex there, and then trying to kick out everybody and cause an issue.
Listen, Justice, I've said this to anybody. There's some new faces over here too. If you have any questions about the people I'm reviewing or how they fit in, just ask. And I will kind of weave and bob and weave and explain how they connect and what they are and who they are. Because there's new characters. There's some old characters popping back up. It's a lot. So just ask if you're confused, because I've been kind of all over, but they all have they're all very similar. They're tragedy vultures who use these cases, go after the families, and then become fucking complete train wrecks of themselves. Lock cows, lol cows, you name it.
It's all nanos. Like, let's focus on the prize here, right? We're trying to get to what happened with Nancy, and you're going tit for tat with neighbors and fighting live streamers.
That kid, the Looks Maxer kid from Kick, that kid, oof.
It just seems immature, But again,
perception is one's reality, right? And it just seems like looking in, and that's.
Well, I'm not a Rolodex Bree. B. Why do I always call you Bree? B tree. I always do that. But they all connect. It's the oddest thing. They don't all have direct connections, but they all do this very same thing. There is a fucking playbook. It's an unwritten playbook, but they all follow it. And they connect somehow, some way. And it's like there's a few main characters that kind of pump the pipeline of bullshit that the rest of these guys follow. It's the fucking wildest shit. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I'm so happy that Criminal Networks.
And they all just play their fucking role in the true crime fucking downline of exploitation. It's MLM style.
Because we're all
wild,
right? And we're seeing all the, them driving back and forth and worried about parking and this and that. And it's like, there is a woman missing. Why do you even have any resource to go deal with a dumb parking violation at this time?
Right.
It should be all hands on deck trying to find Nancy. And it seems like they're more concerned about that. That may not be true, but it's just a public perception is so important when it comes to something, with this visibility. There's a lot of eyes on this, and it just seems like they're more concerned about controlling people and what they're doing. And even the people that all the people that want to.
Hold on, I got to show you what the boys are doing really quick. Be nice. Oh, you guys heard a noise. Cooper, be nice with your ball. You're laying in. He lays in Hank's lap across his paws and then gets mad at Hank for looking at his ball or something. He's laying across Hank's legs. Oh, and there's the little old lady. We're probably going to end up finishing this tomorrow because we've got 30 some minutes left of it. And I've got Ted from today that we need to do tomorrow too. But Kyle's working tomorrow, so I have some time after I get kiddo ready for prom.
Help, you know, that are
Yeah.
uncertain. They're not making it easy for them. They're not providing any resources, you know, and
Right.
it's just like, what are you doing? What is your priority here? You know, unless do
Right.
you know something?
Dump
Well,
them.
tell the public.
Oh, Olap, have you met the other one? I called this one Dirty Diana earlier, but have you seen Dirty Diana yet? Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me show
Yeah,
you that one.
I agree 100% with you with those comments. Like when we were out there, and you know, Alex is like a big teddy bear. He's a polite gentleman. When we're out there, we're literally not doing anything. We're just trying to get exposure to the case. And most people, at least when I was there a few days ago, they were a little bit more happy to see me, and they were okay, and they weren't mad. And Sheriff Nano's literally, I mean, it felt like he had his own Gestapo out there trying.
People weren't, they were happy to see you. Really? They're just fed up with this shit. Okay, so this is from the other night. This is Diana and Peggy. Diana's the blonde. She's a very beautiful young lady. Oh, God.
Got Sun.
They're on Shibby's channel, by the way.
Coming in and out. I didn't expect that. I didn't watch this part. I didn't. Good morning. They're having technical. We're not. Look at. I told you. Look at Dee Dee's got her mic muted, and she doesn't know anything, and she's just started putting on lip gloss. So there you go, guys, ladies. If you want, I didn't see this part. I didn't know they had technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play it because this is kind of funny now. There we go.
They're
Peggy
How about
back.
now?
So Peggy, the vicarious vigilante, Dee Dee.
Listen, if you're talking about my shitheads, they're jackasses. That's Coop and Hank.
Fresh lip gloss.
Cooper is Hank's puppy. Hank is my puppy.
Guys,
Is it delayed?
He's like 120 pounds of
enjoy the show.
fucking dumbass.
Dee Dee is here at all her
And I love him.
Can
fresh
you hear
lip
me?
gloss.
It is
So Peg. So
Oh my
they're-
God, Diana's. How about now?
I think one of them's listening on YouTube, and there's like a 6-second
say
delay.
something?
That's what's going on. Yeah,
I think
I think one of
I
them.
just did hello.
If
Yeah,
they're listening,
That was weird.
So what you're hearing is Shibby commentating on the two of them live. So Shibby replays everybody.
I bet you there's going to be a delay here.
I mean, she's a very pretty young lady. Both of them are.
I must sing. All right.
So what happens to us people when we're streaming? You need to know is that, oh, hey, Dee Dee, is this okay?
You know this whole cast of characters too, I'm assuming. Some of you guys have known who these people are for a long time. Welcome in. I'm new to all of them.
Dee Dee? It's you, Dee Dee. So I'm explaining to the people that I was going to watch Ted's replay, but no, I'm going to watch Peggy's replay and show you and
does.
Peggy.
Bob.
And then I'm going to watch Ted through you guys.
He does it with Ted too. He caresses Ted with the mouse.
And then when it gets, I can show teasers of Peggy's show and your show from last night. And I called in and it was almost a train wreck for, no, I'm only kidding. I called in and almost ruined it. And they graciously let me join last night for, oh my gosh, a couple hours I was on. We watched Alec, but we're obviously not going to watch the whole thing, 4 hours and 43 minutes. I'm just going to tease you with these two lovely young ladies. Because I was going to watch Ted's show anyways. Ted put a live on.
Thank you, Justice, for the support. My wife and I appreciate the fact that you are taking the time to explain things. We knew about Nancy Guthrie, but no clue about all the evil ones besides JLR profiting off Miss Nancy. Justice, it has gotten so bad, and JLR has connected all these people together. It is so incredibly horrifying. And Betty's back at it, Justice. Betty was breaking misinformation. And hi, Justice's wife, from Nancy Grace again, running with misinformation, just the whole same shit, different characters, different layers and players this time.
Last night, and his hair looks so good and fluffy. Wait till you see Ted's
you
hair.
again.
He got sun, too much sun, but now that he's feeling great. Everything's perfect. And I thought I'll play it through you guys, and then afterwards I'll tease Peggy and your show with little tidbits, and then I'll put the link. Or Dee Dee, if you want to get that ready to put in afterwards or whenever you want to put, because they dual streamed it, and I was going to triple stream it, but I said no, I didn't even want to. I wasn't even getting up. And I ended up calling in I was just going to lurk and watch, but I ended up. So here we go. I'm going to put on the screen what's happening in DD anytime within, I guess, the next half hour or so. You can put as many times as you want the links to DD's and Peggy's channel, because that's what we're watching, because they're going to play Ted's live from last night, and we're going to watch that.
See-through, Rockstar.
Peggy O on the left, Vicarious Vigilante, Vivi, Dirty Diana on the
What
right,
you drinking?
Dee
Who, me?
together,
Coke Zero.
drinking pop, putting on lip gloss, ready to watch Ted. Oh, what do we got?
What are you drinking? Oh,
What
okay.
are you drinking? What was that?
LaCroix, right? That's how you say
Oh,
that. Oh, what's
is that,
in the cup?
Oh my God, is that booze, young lady? Oh my God, how dare you? How dare you?
Isn't this weird? Tell me this is not weird.
Now I can't hear you.
I think Peggy's on a delay. You know what, Dee? I think I don't know if you guys work it out or not, but I'm starting to feel like Peggy's hearing a delay. She might be hearing her YouTube. So I think I've explained
it. Peggy O and Dirty Diana
before, but when we do this, through StreamYard gives us like, say, 6 to 8 second delay. So if
not the Dirty Diana that's around like Julie parts, this is a totally different Dirty Diana.
People pop up in chat, I can catch them saying like really, if a troll, not you guys, but if a troll. So when we're doing it through StreamYard, running the show like Peggy is, she gets to hear a delay. Or maybe Dee Dee's listening on her YouTube instead of StreamYard. So this is what happens every now and then. I have a feeling you guys are in a delay, and this should be funny until you figure it out.
Orange Fanta.
So weird.
Watch.
LaCroix.
I'm guessing. So Tasha, good morning. Good morning, Tasha. Good morning, anybody I've missed.
Olaf, actually, it's funny. Molly looked nothing like this when she was younger. She's shown pictures.
Arista.
I can see what you're saying.
Oh, we're going to watch
That is so cool. Hold on one second.
Peggy's replay from last night. Dee Dee and Peggy watched Ted's
tonight on Easter
new live stream from last night. Ted made a
Molly's another one like Lauren Matthias that I think before all of the filler and stuff, she looked way better.
new live last night.
That's
and his hair looks so perfect and fluffy. Wait till you see how fluffy it looks. You got sun, almost way too much sun. And so Ted is not planning anything today, guys. This is just me. I've changed the title to The Gangs Are Boots on the Ground. So we'll, if any of those other guys go live, we'll catch them, okay? And if they don't, I'm just going to catch a few.
These are the people in Ted's universe. So these are Ted's downline guys. This is the fucking craziest thing. So Ted's in JLR's. Ted was on with JLR for hours on end last night doing a call-in show. And now these are Ted's downline. Like, this is why it's like an MLM.
The things that happened yesterday, okay? So that's probably what I'll do unless the other guys go live. So if you guys see any of those, I have them on my other screen.
It's
like Exploring with Jim, 857 Tucson guy, JLR, anything you want. Who's that other guy? The monkey guy, Righteous Monkey, and
this is so.
Dad's Gone Live with Nico or any of those. If they go live or give updates, please let me know. You don't have to, but if you do, I'd be grateful. And I'm ready on my other screen to put some. I can put little windows up and play them. But we're gonna watch this, okay? This is late last night. Oh, did you?
I bumped it forward just a minute, just so you guys can get an example. But talk about personalities. Look, I have a very dry personality, very dry. But at least I have, I look alive, or I sound alive. I might not look alive, but at least I fucking talk. What the fuck is going on here? There's no personalities here.
See that?
I'm just gonna start.
Nope. Definitely like this right here. So here, Ted last night, his hair.
This is Ted, everybody.
Fluffy and golden. It's fluffy and golden.
Oh, he goes by the Great Contonio. Spooky in the chat. His name when he comes in with his wrench. His name's the Great Contonio. Oh, it's so crazy. You're just a cunt. Hey, that's okay. That's allowed.
Almost.
I'm just an asshole.
So we got sun, too much sun, I think. Ted was in the airport last night. Here he comes. Last night. Replay from Dee Dee, Vicarious Vigilante, and Peggy O last night.
So I'm going to press play.
And ever if I will always update you in my
And
banner.
today, wanted to really ask you guys, like, what do we think the real theory is out there? What is going on the last day?
And we don't need to watch this again. What we're going to do is we'll call it here. We'll review. We've already done 3.5 hours. We'll do part 2 of Ted tomorrow. We'll finish out him and Peggy. I got that one downloaded too. So we'll finish that one. And then we'll do Ted current time, because Ted reviewing himself on JLRs today was pretty interesting. Oh, there's one spot. Hold on before we end. I did want to show you this though. I don't know what it is. I have a screenshot of this timestamp. So whatever it is, I found it interesting. Don't.
Yep, me too. I'm great for Nancy.
I just took a screenshot of this. It was in real time, so I had to scroll it back. So there's something that said here that caught my interest.
You too. God bless her. Thank you so much for the phone call, and you have a wonderful weekend with family and friends. You too. Bye bye. If I could figure out how to.
Row to row. He is, one of his buddies is trying to talk us into coming to Salt Lake for the final race.
Hang up the phone on this Android. Oh, okay. Who did I miss? 8:15. Let me try to call you back. The GOAT JLR? I don't know yet. He's just being the GOAT somewhere.
Oh, yep. Here we
go. Hi, Veronica. Did we just speak, or are you new? Because I just
windshield wiper scene. What are you talking about, Spooky? Oh, when on my TikTok, Spooky, the Kate Britt stuff, the senator, is that what you're talking about? Spooky, is that what you're talking about? Hey,
talk to someone for you.
JLR Army, you guys go. That's what I gotta say.
Oh, I love JLR Army. I mean, that was the greatest moment of my life. I went out there for my own curiosity. I turned around,
Yep.
never thought in a million years the car behind me was JLR. So
Going and driving out there myself personally, but I'm a
That'd be why I have that timestamp right there. Greatest moment of his life.
he's just being the GOAT somewhere. Hello? Hi, Veronica. Did we just speak, or are you new? Because I just talked to someone for.
JLR Army, you guys go. That's what I gotta say.
Oh, I love JLR Army. I mean, that was the greatest moment of my life. I went out there for my own curiosity. I turned around, never thought in a million years the car behind me was JLR. So.
Going and driving out there myself personally, but I'm a caseworker myself, so I know that you shouldn't tread on places you're not supposed to go, especially when it's so overwhelming. You guys have it under control. You guys just gotta let us know, So,
Right. Yeah, Oh, go ahead.
anyways, I have a thought that I just can't get out of my head.
Yep.
Okay. And what it is you guys was JLR and Alex, God knows who else. I mean, you guys are huge. But you guys recorded the landscaper constantly going over to the house, constantly going over the house.
Are we talking about
Like
the
as
pool
though-
guy?
What is she talking about? You guys are huge. Oh, gross.
Right. Yeah,
But anyways,
Oh, go ahead.
anyways, I have a thought that I just can't get out of my head.
Yep.
Okay. And what it is you guys was JLR and Alex, God knows who else. I mean, you guys are huge. But you guys recorded the landscaper constantly going over to the house, constantly going over the house.
Are we talking about
Like
the
as
pool
though-
guy?
Yeah, no, the landscaper. Remember the water kept going off on the oh my God, what is it called? The irrigation in the home?
You know what? I might have not been there when that was happening.
His phone's keeping on beeping because people are calling in on his line.
So are you talking about a broken water pump that was flooding the street?
No. There was an irrigation line that would turn on every single morning at the same time, and the water would be shooting up to the sky. Well,
Whoa.
So the landscaper would.
We'll watch some of this tomorrow, but yeah, best moment of his life. Meet in jail are unfucking real. Right. JLR. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you for the support. It was good to see some of you. I will be on earlier tomorrow during the day. It'll be afternoon for some of you because I'm on Pacific Central time, or Pacific Standard, sorry. And a lot of you are on East or Central, but it'll be after like 11 o'clock here my time. So sometime tomorrow in the afternoon, and we'll do more TED Talks and check in on the fucking shit stains, because I'm sure they'll be running amok bright and early. Betty said she'll be on at 6 a.m. So that's 3 o'clock my time. So she'll be getting on here soon with more bullshit. I appreciate you guys though. Really, it's fun. These chats have been a lot of fun recently. And I'm glad that we can at least have a laugh with Ted, or at Ted's expense. But good night, y'all, or good morning. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.